Going. Hey guys, what's going on? James here. Madden's back. Rhett, how are you?
I am doing good, my man. Welcome to everyone tuning in. How is my Buccaneer friends and family doing this evening?
Doing good. You got a pizza in the oven? What kind?
It is a Red Baron signature crust
Come on.
pepperoni
Come on.
oven style, so you know it's only the best of the best around here in the Redicus household.
You know, Red Baron is actually Red Baron's best brand of frozen pizza.
The only reason we bought it, to be honest with you, is Bree told me she is 100% sure it is better than DiGiorno's. And
Ooh.
DiGiorno's is a top one for me. I like a thick crust pizza, so I'm interested to see how Red Baron turns out, but I have hope.
If it gives you any good hope here, every Red Baron DiGiorno Red Baron, that's a tough comparison, but I really I really like Red Baron pizza.
Those are two top players in the game.
That's right. No, they have to. There's nobody else. There's literally nobody else, man.
Tombstone pizza, well, might give you a run for your money, but it's definitely not my first choice.
I'm not a fan of Tombstone pizza, actually, man.
What?
I have bad vibes. I don't know if we just undercook them in my house or what, but bad vibes from Tombstone.
That's a shame.
They always have some weird, like, kind of aftertaste going on for me, man. Not a fan.
Well, I hope it is a-okay that every now and again I'm going to tuck my head down and eat some food here on your live stream. My face isn't that big, so.
That's more than okay. So let's see, we got some of the chat here. Griffin Greatness. Ethan is here. Ethan Ennis. He changed his username. No longer Fade.
Look there.
Now Ethan. Meme Boy is here. It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno. What's up, Jordan? How are you? Griffin Greatness says, I've eaten so much DiGiorno that I hate it now.
I need to try out the DiGiorno stuffed crust, because nothing connects to my inner fat kid than some good stuffed cheese crust pizza.
Right, dude? You get some marinara? Get a little cup of marinara? Come on, son.
Right.
That's good stuff. Okay, Madden.
Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing today.
I guess that is what we're doing today. So what do we want to scout? I feel like we've really done a good job of scouting a lot of our positions of need.
Yeah, I think so too, especially at this point of the season. There's always more scouting to be done closer to the offseason because I think you get better results. I don't know. I haven't played Madden franchise that much to know.
Right.
But I think we have kind of scouted around anywhere we thought we might look, except for maybe the secondary. You went by that cornerback screen, and there weren't too many that we had looked there.
I think that's an understatement. We haven't looked at any.
Exactly. So, I mean, maybe if there's some mid-round guys you want to look at, I don't think we should invest the capital on a top-round pick. That pizza ain't done.
Yeah, mid-round guys, I agree. I would say fourth round at the earliest. Because we've already invested so many second and third round picks in guys. I would say a fourth rounder. Chaos, my email address is MrBucsNation@gmail.com, by the way. So that is that. What do we want in a typical cornerback for us then, Rhett?
Well, maybe a big, tall guy who can get really good on man-to-man. Because Carlton Davis, I know, is that man-to-man guy for us, but I'm not sure if he's getting it done in Madden. When's the last time we looked at our position rankings for where the Bucs are in the league? You know what I mean? Like, how does our secondary shape up? How is our offensive line doing compared to the rest of the league? I think that's pretty important.
That's a good point. We do have the 28th overall pick right now, so that would make us the fourth best team in the NFL.
Looky there.
Which ain't too shabby in terms of stats. Brady's 8th in passing yards, not terrible.
It's definitely been a less than stellar year for the Bucs offense. I mean, it's, Brady is 8th passing, top 10 passing is still great, but when you have, the leading passer in the NFL the year before, it's obviously going to be a little bit of a downgrade.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Not in every category. Before everybody attacks me, I'm just talking in a Madden sense when it comes to the explosiveness of the offense. Don't come after me because I said that Jameis to Brady is a downgrade, because that's not what I said. Let's make that very clear.
That's right. We have the worst rushing attack in the NFL by 100 yards. So that's good.
At least it's by 100 yards, but TJ Logan has really been bringing up the pack these past few games. That's why he's in the game.
That's right.
TJ Logan, I think, should continue to be our starter headed into Jacksonville.
I think he will be. We're facing the Jacksonville Jaguars, by the way, who have the least amount of points scored per game in the entire NFL, but we're not far behind them. But we're still 8-3, so you know what? They can just go ahead and deal with that. Um, what did we want to look at here, Rhett? Oh, defense, right. So in terms of passing defense, we actually have the best passing defense in the entire NFL, apparently.
Really? So don't even look at any cornerbacks in the draft, because unless you're picking up a mid-round guy who can maybe help out where a free agent has to go away, which I can't think of what free agents we would have back there this offseason, then I wouldn't even waste our time scouting cornerbacks if we're the best in the league.
We have the 7th worst rushing defense.
We could always look at some more D tackles if you want to look at some early round guys that we haven't checked out. D tackles and maybe some 4-3 defensive ends we can use to plug in.
We could potentially do that. We are also 2nd in the NFL in sacks, behind the New Orleans Saints, who have, I forgot his name, Cameron Jordan.
Anthony Nelson, he's keeping us in that race all by himself.
Isn't he? Dude, he really is. So what do you say we look at, since our run defense is so bad, I would like to think, and this may be a hot take, I mean, our linebackers have played a pretty big role in our bad run defense, haven't they?
Yeah, it really just seems like there's a lot of guys who can't tackle.
Right,
That's what it is. Like we brought up Devin White before. His tackling, if anything, this season has just gone down.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Like,
he's getting stiff-armed more than anybody else.
He is getting stiff-armed and juked. Now, I'm not saying we're going to replace these guys. Far from it, but, I mean, geez. What do you want us to do about that? Maybe we look at a mid-round guy. I say we start here at 6'3", Baron Browning. Which, I mean, that's just a cool name. Because I think maybe we should just get another guy in there. Since we run a 3-4 anyway, we're going to need more linebacker depth. So maybe just in case, what do you think?
Absolutely, I think we could do that.
Okay, so we're going to start with Baron Browning, who has an A- pursuit, B+ tackle, and a B hit power. Okay, not bad. I forgot to add people to the board. It's E. There we go. So we're going to look at him. TD Roof. Okay. B pursuit, B tackling. Okay. Bradley Jennings Jr. He's apparently undraftable. A linebacker with B catching. It's pretty interesting. Pretty bold.
Yeah, I'm surprised that that's what they want to promote. But Baron Browning, I'm glad you added him to the board, and we kind of figured out how to do that. Because, yeah, he definitely seems pretty good. Got Kevin522 in the live chat. What's going on, my man? He says, scout the coolest names.
We'll be here forever.
Yeah, right?
Let me see. Did we re-sign Winston? No. We have updated rosters.
He's on the Saints in this franchise mode as well.
That's right. Everything's okay.
I'm going to jump into this salad really quickly so I can be done by the time the game starts.
Bro, you got a whole course meal over there.
I got pizza, salad. It's almost like I'm eating out at a restaurant right now talking to you over their Wi-Fi.
Bree's taking good care of you, man.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Very appreciative.
We're just going to take a look here at some of the moves. Patriots signed quarterback Davis Webb. There's that. They released wide receiver Demary Bird. Some of these guys getting re-signed. Interesting stuff. Tremaine Johnson is on the Denver Broncos, and he re-signed for $10 million. That guy just keeps on getting money. That's pretty impressive. Tremaine Johnson's a very good, how do I put this? He's just very good at making money, I guess. Let me see. Hi, give me a shout out. Hello. Eb here. There's a shout out to you, sir. But, let me take a look at the depth chart here while you're eating that salad, man. I need to see what's going on with the running back situation. So Ronald Jones is the starter right now. We're going to change that. We're just going to go ahead and have TJ Logan there. Are you okay with that, Rhett?
I am 110% okay with TJ Logan taking the reins there. That's why he's in the game.
That's right. That's been the theme. That's been one of the themes of these live streams is TJ Logan coming out of nowhere. I guess for everybody who's just hopping in, we'll show off some of the stats. Tom Brady, 2,847 passing yards, 15 touchdowns, 8 picks. One thing I do want to see is where Brady ranks in terms of passes. So he is 1, 2, 3. He has the 4th most passes in the NFL. And his stats are actually pretty comparable to Ryan Tannehill and a little bit of Brock Osweiler for some reason. Interesting. But Brady's been more of a game manager, I would think. Is that safe to say?
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. And I mean, the only game that I can think of where he threw it away and didn't do his job as game manager was that absolute collapse in the final few minutes of the Saints game. But a prime example of what he's been doing this season to keep the Bucs alive is that game against San Francisco.
Yeah.
Headed into halftime, right around the third quarter, we thought they were down and out. They came back, and on a final last-second touchdown, he was able to make it happen. And I believe they did that again against the Panthers, if I remember correctly. I might not. But, yeah, I mean, he has been in every definition of the word a game manager. And really quickly, I saw him pop up on that screen. Let's talk about Tristan Wirfs, who has been an absolute disappointment this year. Probably the biggest disappointment on the team for me, honestly.
Yeah, rookie year here for him. I would say he's the biggest disappointment so far. I have a notebook now for just Madden, so I'm keeping tabs on everybody who's doing good and doing bad. He's on there, man. He's on the bad list. I mean, Jesus, even Donovan Smith's been playing a little bit better than Wirfs, so what does that tell you, you know? But in terms of... Actually, I just want to look at receiving real quick. Gronk's awesome.
Look at that.
He's been good. Touchdown's a little bit low, but he may hit 1,000 yards. Evans...
Here's the thing.
Evans might not.
Here's the thing that, yeah, you had just brought up. I would not be surprised to see neither Mike Evans or Chris Godwin finish with 1,000 yards on this simulation season, because whenever Gronk is rolling is whenever the entire offense is rolling, and that's really important.
Right, and well, thankfully it's a video game anyway. I think I'm happy to say that Evans and Godwin will get 1,000 yards here in the real season. But yeah, in Madden, they're struggling. Tyler Johnson, Jadon Mickens, very comparable stats. Both those guys have been kind of in the mix. We saw a little bit of Dario Ngwale getting some check down passes. OJ Howard's had his moments. Scotty Miller, hey, he doesn't play a lot, but he had that a couple of clutch touchdowns to help win us a game or two, didn't he?
Absolutely. I'm glad to see him get some touchdowns, but I think if there is a guy on that list who deserves a couple of touchdowns to his name this season, it's Jadon Mickens, because you could compare his stats to Tyler Johnson, both of those guys 50-50, but Jadon Mickens was also a pretty good asset in the return game. The only touchdown from a kick return, if I remember this season so far, was for Jadon Mickens.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I completely forgot about that. Good memory, Rhett. And just on the defensive side of the ball, God, that's right, I forgot about that. Somebody needs to find that, clip that, and send that to me. On the defensive side of the ball, really, in terms of our pass rush, it's just been Anthony Nelson, Sue, and Vita Vea. I mean, everybody else has had their moments, like Levante, 3 sacks. Shaq Barrett, 3 sacks, as much as William Golston. I mean, William Golston's playing some limited snaps, too, so Shaq Barrett's been a little bit of a disappointment here in Madden, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. I mean, here's the thing as well. I'm probably giving Madden way too much credit here. But with Shaq Barrett having a good year that he had last year, I'm not going to say it was a full-out disappointment, because I believe if this franchise works and the updated rosters are A-OK, we should still have him on that franchise tag.
Yes, I believe we do. Yeah, we do.
Yes. So I wouldn't say it was a total failure. Would you want to re-sign him? That'll maybe be a bridge that we cross when we come to it. But Anthony Nelson, I mean, he's been doing it all by himself this season, and that's, at this point, what's pretty important.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to consider that, man, because I love Carlton. I mean, I love Shaq Barrett. You know this. But it's a video game, you know, and we got to do what we got to do for this team to succeed. We got to. So we're going to figure that out here in a little bit. Jadon Mickens. Look at the kick returns. 34 returns for 858 yards. Is that the most in the NFL? It might be. Jadon Mickens may be bound for a... Oh my gosh. Look at this. Blows him out of the water. Look at Jadon Mickens with the kick return stats. I mean, granted, he has way more kick returns than anybody else, but he may be a Pro Bowler here, Rhett. That's
The fact that he's an asset in the special teams means maybe we should put him at punt returner.
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you for reminding me of that, because
I know we've only had him on kick returns. I don't remember who we've had returning punts, but they definitely were not getting the job done.
Yeah, it was Raymond Calais. That was who we had back there. Also, no, we did not adjust the XP sliders. Jadon Mickens is back there. Jadon Mickens is back there. No, we did not adjust the XP sliders. We're not going to either. You know, we're just having a fun time playing some Madden. And honestly, it all kind of flattens out in the end anyway. So, Yeah, let's get on to this game versus the Jacksonville Jaguars here, Rhett. Let's take a look at the team here. Somebody said Jadon Mickens needs to chill. Can you talk about the Patrick Mahomes 10-year deal? What do you think about that, Rhett? I think it's insanity. I think it's absolute insanity. I do want your thoughts on that. I see you held up the finger there in the live stream.
We're good. We're good, man. We are good. So this salad, this is probably the best salad I've had in a long time. I got some croutons, my salad mix, onions, carrots, all that stuff. Croutons and bacon bits.
Let's go.
Ah!
Let's go.
Really quickly, before I get into the Pat Mahomes thing, Willie Beeman says, "Good evening, fellas," in the live chat. What's up, Willie?
Hello, Josh.
Yes, what is up, Josh? Beat me to the punch there.
Sorry.
But good to see you as well, Josh. Don't be sorry. It's your stream, dude. It's your show. I'm just living here. So, Pat Mahomes, 10 years, $503 million. Listen, if he will give me like 1% of that contract to just Google anything he wants for the next 10 years, then you can sign me right the hell up.
Right. I mean, like, obviously, like, it's stupid. I remember I only go on Twitter for a very sparse amount of time per day. But I saw that contract, and I just had enough time to tweet out, wow, Patrick Mahomes is really going to ruin the entire league's economy, isn't he? I mean, that's pretty accurate to a certain degree. I know some people said that a lot of that contract is fluff or whatever. But
470 mil guaranteed is not fluff, my friend.
No, it's not. That's stupid. That is stupid is what that is. He could basically be a partial NFL owner if he wanted to.
Yeah.
It's absolute insanity. Martin says the window's not safe. Oh, Martin. We
The
played
window?
Yeah, when we were doing, we're gonna get into this game by the way, and I will fix the uniforms. Martin, when we were doing the live stream reactions to the Bucs games, Martin broke, I think he actually did break his window one time because the Buccaneers defense was playing terrible.
Oh my god.
That game. And it's been an ongoing gag ever since. Do you want to do white on white with the current helmet?
Let's do it.
We're rocking it. So that's kind of the meme there. I think he's a little bit of a Lions fan too. So we do play the Lions here in a couple of weeks. And I can't wait. But you guys saw the team. This Jaguars team deserves to be 1-9. They're not very good. Gardner Minshew. Oh, he said he fixed the window himself. Well, that's good. Gardner Minshew's their quarterback. Nick Foles isn't there, which is interesting. But yeah, they have like.
Nick Foles. Nick Foles signed with the Bears.
That's right. He got traded to the Bears. Completely forgot about that.
Yeah. But
Ooh, I do want to see who is our slot wide receiver.
No, Jacksonville 1-9-1. They're tanking for Trevor Lawrence is in full effect.
Oh my gosh, that's right. That's what everybody said in our last live stream before we ended off.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they literally are. That's insanity. I bet the Bucs will be like 2002 Bucs this season. Could be. He can't control how bad the defense is. That's right. I forgot to mention we're not playing the games. For anybody new, we are just not playing. On the 31-yard line, by the way. Rhett, while we get into the game here with Gardner Minshew, Mr. Jortman himself, how was your trip?
It was good. It was good. Thank you for asking. So people who watched the last stream knew I was broadcasting from an undisclosed location. That the location was in the beautiful state of Tennessee. I went up there for a couple of weeks, just hung out with my family, got to see my dad and my little brother. We took a trip, went into the woods for a few days, and rode four-wheelers. Big stop by Ndamukong Suh right there. Really set the tone. Leonard Fournette with nowhere to go.
2nd and 12 from the 29.
My trip was really good, and it was I think it was a perfect time to do something like that. I think it was exactly what I needed for a little bit. But yeah, thank you for asking, man.
I think a lot of us could use a trip like that, man. Are you a big outdoors guy?
I try to be. It's hard in Florida because of how ungodly hot it is most of the time, but I love being outdoors and doing stuff most of the time. I also just as much love sitting in my room in the dark playing Xbox, as you very well know.
I'm right there with you. Don't worry, man. Let me see here. Somebody said James should take over Tony Romo's place. No, Tony Romo's great in my opinion. I love Tony Romo, man. I miss him as a player, and I love him as a commentator. There's another missed tackle by Antoine Winfield Jr. Our boy's got to go to tackling school.
You hate to see it.
You
Really
really
do. Hopefully, it's something they can work on over the offseason.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. And we're gonna force a 3-and-out here as Gardner Minshew just throws it away. They are tanking for Trevor Lawrence. That's at least Madden got one thing right. You know, it is a Madden thing, but hey, they got it. Speaking of talking about the trip though, you were up in Tennessee. Yeah, everybody could use a trip like that at this point, man. Just given the current state of the world and everything, nothing's fun right now. Besides, I mean, this is fun. This has been a freaking blast, but adult life isn't fun right now. You know, going out jobs and all this jazz and
Yeah,
it's just
really.
But
so, sorry, go ahead.
I wanted no, you go ahead. I got a story, but I'll tell it in a moment here.
Taking a look at Brady's stats, it's kind of an interesting stat line because I mean, 15 touchdowns, which is a-okay. By the way, TJ Logan getting the carry, start things off, picks up a few yards.
Twice in the game.
But 15 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. You know, 8 interceptions, even if Tom Brady hits 10, which I think a lot of people are predicting he hits in his first year of Arians' offense, it's still just kind of weird to see on a stat sheet.
10 interceptions for Tom?
We'll have to wait and see. I got a feeling this is going to be a good game for him, though.
That's right. I feel like right now his interception numbers ain't bad. What is he at, 8 or 9?
Yeah, he's at 8. He's got 15 touchdowns on the year, and he's got 8 interceptions.
Yeah, 8 over 11 games ain't too bad. I mean, I really...
Definitely not.
Yeah. Let me see. Hold on here. Let me see what the chat's saying. Wanted what he eaten. I'm Jerry Jones. I like ruining the NFL. Rhett, if you had 1%, you would have 5 million. Says Dimes. Yeah, give that to me too, man. Brady's going to do play action, by the way. He's going to throw it for the first down marker. That's Mike Evans. We were just talking about him coming into this game. He got a 23-yard catch there. Not too bad. Josh says he's been praying for us, and we're phenomenal YouTubers and Bucs predictors. Thank you, Josh. Your prayers are appreciated, man. Up here is eating dinner. That's what's up. Everybody's eating dinner. I think I have some dinner out there. Oh, I was going to tell you about the heat, Rhett. So, you mentioned Taunton, Florida, right?
Oh, God, it's ungodly hot.
I went to get in the car today. Turn it on. AC's busted.
Oh, no.
AC's busted, Captain.
Nice little catch from TJ Logan right there, though. It is enough to move the chains. 1st and 10, Tampa
Bay. Nice little 10-yard grab. I'm scared I'm going to fry alive in my car. Gabby wanted no part of it. She said, nope, we're taking my car. And I said, are you sure? She goes, yeah. She goes,
I don't blame her one bit.
And she opened up the car door and she said, it is literally cooler, I guess I should say. It is literally cooler outside than it is in your car. And I said, well, that actually makes sense. As Rob Gronkowski goes down with an injury after getting the first down, he made it through 11 games. So I am proud of him.
I'm pretty sure Gronk has flaunted an injury one other time this season, and he was back in the same game.
That's right. He's grabbing his wrist. He was grabbing his rib cage on the ground, but now he grabs his wrist as he heads to the locker room.
Back spasms.
That's
Look at Ricky Danger coming through with the $20 super chat. Says, here's the car AC fund. Go get it fixed.
That's right. I will have to.
Ricky Danger is the man.
He's looking out for us. Josh had Dairy Queen. James, what's going on with Wirfs? Is he going to allow another sack? We will see. As Brady throws it for the first down marker, there's Mike Evans getting another big gain. Not bad. Brady's perfect. 5 of 5, 56 yards.
This is what I like to see from this Bucs offense. I know we're playing a 1-9 football team right now, but this offensive efficiency is what we've been looking forward to. That's TJ Logan, though. He doesn't get anywhere right there for the first time today.
Germ says, Bucs baby, let's go. Brutal's Buck says top 100. Check me out. I will definitely check you out here soon. Griffin Greatness says he had heat stroke about 2 weeks ago. Man, I hope that's not true. I just hope you weren't feeling good because that's serious, man. Hope you're feeling okay. Got a window repair kit for the season. That's good, Martin. You're gonna need one. Kevin says Gronk grabs elbow. Injury report. Bruised eyelash. That's beautiful. That does not look like Gronk. No, it doesn't. It's a Madden thing. As it looks like they drew somebody off sides there. No, it's going to be a false start. It looks like it was on Tristan Wirfs, the rookie.
Wow, speak of the devil, somebody talking about him letting us down on this drive right there. He finds a way. It's now 3rd and 14.
Do I think...
You hate to see it.
That's right. Up here says, do I think Antoine Winfield Jr. will be a good player this season? Absolutely. I have a lot of faith in him. As Brady's going to pass it 3rd and 14, he's just going to throw it out of bounds. I guess that's okay. We'll take a field goal, but that drive stalled pretty quickly, didn't it?
Yeah, it sure did. Bucks were, I mean, heading downfield full steam of momentum, and then right when they got to the red zone, they just couldn't make it happen. Here's Matt Gay from, I believe, the 21-yard line. We'll see how this kick goes.
That's right. The kick is going to be up, and it will be good. Not bad. Good job, Matt
Love
Gay.
to see it.
Good for the brand.
Love to see it.
By the way,
Yeah.
speaking of the brand, I just saw the Pat McAfee show today. Just got into a multi-year partnership with gambling. FanDuel? There's no way it's FanDuel. It's like a sports gambling company, which I thought was interesting.
Is it my bookie?
No, but it's like my bookie.
Okay, I got you.
Let me see.
It might be FanDuel, might be DraftKings, might be one of those.
I think it was FanDuel.
Okay, love to see that for the brand for sure.
That's right.
I love Pat McAfee show, man.
It's a good show, man. I love it. I watch it every day. And that's rare for me. I don't watch a lot of shows every day. I'll tell you one show I do watch every day, though, is the Cannon Fire podcast. They just posted a new episode today, by the way, guys. So if you want to go check that out, you should.
Oh, shucks. Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
Talking about Devin White, we were bringing up earlier how he couldn't tackle. He's able to take care of business right there and slow Leonard Fournette down. I'm almost done with this pizza, so I'm still going to eat and keep muting my mic, but you can enjoy watching me eat in that little box in the corner.
You got it. And just Wirfs is horrible his rookie year after this game. Check the offensive line. Rookies like Becton. I will. 2nd and 8. Some pressure coming in the middle of the field as it looks like Gardner Minshew does get the pass out for a huge 32-yard gain to the tight end. I'm not sure who that is. I believe it is Seth DeVolve. Interesting. I haven't heard his name in a while. Somebody said James should be on the Pat McAfee show. I wish I could go on the Pat McAfee show. I wish both of us could go on the Pat McAfee show, Rhett. That'd be sick. Gosh, that'd be awesome. But no, they're too high class. I mean, there's some bros. They are some bros. It was FanDuel. Gotcha. Good stuff. We got 31 people in here, by the way. And here's going to be a quick swing out for Gardner Minshew. It'll be a big gain as it looks like Justin Evans and somebody else makes a tackle there on the play. That's going to be 7 yards to D.D. Westbrook. Not too shabby. Here comes a run. There's Big Sue right there clogging up the hole for a tackle for loss. That'll be a couple-yard loss, making it 3rd down. Art, I've been good, man. Hope you've been good as well. The case for Josh Rosen. We will talk about that in a minute. Yes, that is the episode, that is the name of the episode, right? We're at the case for Josh Rosen?
Yes, sir, it is. So we opened things up. We talked about some of the most recent rumors, and then Evan actually brought up a really good point to me, and I said, let's talk about it on the show. So he has this whole case in mind for Josh Rosen and why it would be a good move for the Bucs. And in my opinion, there's a lot of reasons it makes sense, and there's a lot of reasons it doesn't make sense. But if you want to hear his whole plan about it and the pros and cons, definitely make sure you guys go check that out. Cannon Fire podcast, any major podcast platform, or right here on YouTube.
I do want to say as well, the case for Josh Rosen, see if Feeder or CeeDee Lamb is playing good or Jerry Jeudy. Well, we can look at around the NFL stats here a little bit later on. If we get Rosen, we should get rid of Gabbard or I riot. Oh no, says Griffin Greatness. Ronald Jones, I think Ronald Jones will have a good year. I just want to say that real quick. It's been talked to death. What's the Bucs' next move? Good question. We don't know. I bet our backup will be Nick Mullins. Josh loves Nick Mullins, man. He really does. Are the Patriots doing good without Brady? Well, they did just get Cam Newton, so that's something. That's something that happened while in between us playing the last game of Madden.
Exactly. Is that the Patriots team in this franchise pretty sure still has Stidham as their starter. So I do not think the updated rosters in this had Cam accounted for because we made the franchise before that move happened.
About a month before that happened. Evan says stop eating. So Evan is in the chat. I just want to say too, Rhett, I love Evan's. I haven't watched the episode yet, but if he has a plan to get Josh Rosen on this team, I'm all for it. Because me and you have talked about it. I'm a big Josh Rosen guy. I've wanted him on the Bucs for a while now. Ever since they drafted Kyler Murray, the Cardinals, I wanted them to trade for Josh Rosen. And I remember when me and you were at that training camp, I was like, oh, I finally get to see Josh Rosen practice in person. This is gonna be sweet. uh,
I
I'm a big
I
fan of
will
his.
say this. I know there's a lot of people who hate on Josh Rosen, top 10 pick. People label him as a bust already, but I truly don't think he's had a fair shot yet. I mean, the Arizona team that was around him had a terrible head coach. It was a terrible team. They did not do well. They finished with the number 1 overall pick in the draft. They drafted a quarterback, and they weren't going to keep Rosen around. So they're like, all right. They traded him for what they got for him. He went to Miami. He was a victim of Fitzmagic. And the games that he did play, he just looked kind of lost. And maybe that's because he didn't have all that much experience to begin with. So, I think if we are looking at the Bucs from a standpoint of finding maybe a long-term future replacement for Brady, why not take a chance on a guy like Josh Rosen for dirt cheap right now, and then maybe it'll pay off. But a nice little run right there by TJ Logan as well, getting things moving 2nd and 4 now.
That's right. And one thing I do want to say is I'm kicking myself. So you guys got to it first on making a video for Josh Rosen. I'm upset that I'm upset that I've never made a video talking about the Buccaneers adding Josh Rosen. The most I ever mentioned it was quarterback options for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers back whenever the offseason started. TJ Logan doesn't have enough to get that first down.
Wow, I thought he was really there. They made the stop. If 4th and inches, I would like for them to go for it. I don't think they will, but it'd be nice to see them do it.
Knowing them, they'll run a fake punt,
Right, exactly.
So, I'm a huge Josh Rosen fan. You know, I love
Griffin
him.
Greatness says, I know another guy that hasn't gotten a true chance.
Cough, cough, Ryan Griffin. No, Rosen's not a free agent. Rosen is, he is on the Miami Dolphins right now. They should just trade him. I mean, they could probably get like a 4th or 5th rounder for him. I would think. I mean, that's probably what his price tag would be right now. But we'll see. There's a punt from Bradley Pinion. Almost. Literally. Very close. But it'll still be a touchback, and the Jacksonville Jaguars will get the ball here to start the 2nd quarter at their own 20-yard line. Not a lot going on right now from either team offensively, is it?
I really thought this was going to be a little bit more than it was after that first offensive drive for the Bucs. They stalled in the end zone, but I'm like, hey, maybe they can make it happen again. Still a tie football game, 3-3. You're seeing a lot of success on the ground so far. I know 6 rushes for 15 yards doesn't equate to a lot of success, but it seems like for the Jaguars, that's the only thing they've got going right now.
That's right.
They did have that big pass. They go to Fournette again. He's not able to make it happen, but they did have that big pass down the middle of the field earlier. And I want to say that is Gardner Minshew's only completion on the day, but don't quote me on that.
So we have a lot of people questioning this, and I do want to bring it up because it is a little bit of a hot topic.
Ranch on pizza? Really?
So
I didn't think they were paying that close attention, to be completely honest with you.
Daniel says ranch on pizza. Evan says ranch, find a new co-host. Oh my gosh. What do I think of the new uniforms? I love them, by the way. Surprised Pittsburgh hasn't inquired about Rosen. Yeah, to a certain degree. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, that's that to a strong degree. Hey, trippy commentators, I hope you're having a good summer too, man. One thing I do want to say about ranch on pizza, buffalo chicken pizza. Yeah, you bet I would.
Yeah,
I'd put some ranch on that bad boy. Come on now. Come on. So I to say that ranch on any kind of pizza is forbidden, I don't agree with that. Does pineapple?
No, pineapples do not go on pizza. Don't put your effing fruit anywhere near my pizza.
I couldn't do it. I mean, like, I get, like, it's like, okay, buffalo chicken, cheese, ranch. Yeah, you could get that in, like, a lot of different, but, like, fruit and cheese and like, tomato sauce and nah, that ain't working, fam. That ain't working for me. Art says, get your pineapple away from my pizza. That's what's up, Art.
Mm-hmm.
Griffin Greatness says anchovies. I like to see that we're all unified on the no pineapples. By the way, 3 and out for the Jacksonville Jaguars from their own 32-yard line.
You there?
Do I like the Falcons' new uniforms? No, they suck. They're really bad.
Yeah, they're bad. They look like arena football.
They do. Onions on pizza? Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't hate it. Not a big...
It depends on the pizza.
Yeah, it's not a big thing for me. But
let me throw my dishes away. I will return here in just a moment.
You got it, Captain. Do you like cheese pizza? Cheese pizza, yeah, it's cheese pizza. As Jadon Mickens takes the punt here down to the 19, we're going to get back to the action here in Madden. We've been talking a lot about pizza. 30 people in here. Barbecue chicken pizza's fire, Watson. It's fire. Evan's back as co-host. There you go. Oh, Evan, you were saying that Rhett that needs to find a new co-host. That's beautiful. Let's see. So here comes a run with TJ Logan. Jacksonville's run defense has been strong today. I'm a plain guy, just straight tomato sauce with cheese, topped with more cheese and a dash of cheese. That's what's up, Kevin. That's what's up. 2nd and 8. Here comes another run for TJ Logan. He ain't getting anywhere. 9 rushes, 16 yards. Tough. Home Alone, cheese pizza, the best. Even Kevin said it. That's right. What's my favorite ice cream? I just gotta go classic chocolate, man. I'm a big chocolate guy. Try Vaughn. We're gonna keep TJ Logan in here for now. We had Keyshawn Vaughn earlier on in the season. He wasn't doing a whole lot when Ronald Jones got injured. Turtle, I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good as well. Let me see. So 3rd and 9. Brady's going to pass it. Pressure is not coming. He's going to get it out to Mike Evans for another big gain for a first down. Mike Evans is having a good game today. I do want to say that. That's his 3rd reception, 48 yards. Not bad. Not bad. Griffin.
I just got back and I heard the tail end of you saying that Mike Evans is having a good day today, and that is quite the breath of fresh air.
That's right. Griffin Greatness has got to go. Appreciate you, man. He says thanks for the food podcast, of course. Cookie dough and vanilla ice cream. There you have it. Favorite flavor of ice cream, Rhett?
I am a cookies and cream guy to my core.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. I'm just a kind of a classic chocolate guy. It's 1st and 10. Brady's going to pass it to Jadon Mickens to get the first down. We need a CFP food review podcast.
That might be a pretty good idea. If I can do maybe some,
Look,
maybe not a food review, but I'm thinking maybe I can get down with some,
look, I'm telling you,
maybe some food recipe kind of things. Do my own grilling show. You know what I mean?
Well,
Game day ribs or something.
Well, I have eaten some W's here on the YouTube channel. We can bring it back.
Hell yeah, man. Martin Elliott Edwards says, would you rather have Josh McCown or Josh Freeman as your quarterback? And if you want me honest, I'm a Josh Freeman kind of guy.
Are they in their primes? There's TJ Logan on first and 10, by the way. He gets a big run there. He needed that.
That's why he's in the game.
That's why he's in the game. That's why he's in the game. We're gonna go. By the way, when Evan was talking about needing a new co-host, he was saying that he's leaving the Cannon Fire podcast. That's what he meant.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah, but then he said, he goes, okay, the pineapple take has brought me back.
So, well, that's just common sense, man. Maybe the ranch thing is for very specific taste people, but I think, whoa, look at that sideline catch.
Wow.
I don't even remember what I was talking about before Chris Godwin made magic happen right there.
I will
1st and 10 in the red zone, first down, Tampa
Bay. And I will say this is a good point. Am I running fantasy football leagues again this year? Yes, I do plan on doing that. Where did Bobo Wilson go? Bobo Wilson went to far away from this team, and he will never return.
He was booty.
I got a lot of flack from people for how much I just did not like Bobo Wilson, because it's very rare for me to just flat out say this guy's not good and I have no faith in him. I
never bought the hype.
I just didn't have faith in Bobo Wilson. I was never impressed. I mean, me and you went to a lot of practices together, man, and there's a touchdown for OJ Howard. The boy getting a TD's kicking down the door. I never liked Bobo Wilson, and just from whenever me and you go into those training camps for a couple years in a row, man, I wasn't impressed.
Yeah. Art says he couldn't stand Bobo Wilson's attitude. I wasn't aware of any attitude problems he had that could have been that bad.
Maybe he's referring to Hard Knocks, because I remember he did have a moment in Hard Knocks where it was like, hey, we're going to bring in Bobo Wilson back. And then, I think he went down to Miami or something, and they're like, what are you doing? They're like, we need you here, tomorrow. And he's like...
Here's the PAT for Matt Gay. He's able to make it official. A 7-point lead for your Buccaneers in the second quarter. I almost said fourth quarter. Good Lord.
Yeah,
Evan says Rhett trying to be Tony Romo greater than. So I wasn't trying to be Tony Romo, but I'll take it. If that's the brand, then we're rolling.
If you're gonna make that Tony Romo money, yeah, we'd all like to be Tony Romo. I just want to say too, I saw an interview the other day, and I'm so happy I did. It was from Pardon My Take, the Barstool's Big Cat.
I love Pardon My Take.
I had never seen those guys before, never. And I saw their entire interview with Jay Cutler. Amazing. Yeah. Amazing. Jay Cutler's such a cool guy.
Oh yeah, aside from football, he's the most relatable person ever.
Yeah, he really is. Like, he's such a down to earth guy, and he's like, yeah, I didn't really know what Vanderbilt was about. Like, I didn't even know where it was, but I went there for school. And it's just like, dude, that's amazing.
Uh-oh. Big run here for Leonard Fournette. He's able to move the chains, get pushed out of
Mm.
bounds. He broke that tackle, but luckily, I believe Antoine Winfield was there to meet him at the edge. But yeah, man, Leonard Fournette, he's starting to get rolling, and I'm a little concerned because this run defense hasn't really. And Dominic Sue had a few big plays, but aside from that, they've been letting him really do what he wants.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that too. I'm gonna keep notes on it. What were we just talking about? We were talking about, pardon my take, and I saw another thing
Yes.
that they did where it was both these guys, the Big Cat and the PFT guy, and they were interviewing Oh, jeez. Okay, Vita Vea.
Nice.
Vita Vea is here to play, and they were interviewing Aaron Donald and DK Metcalf, and they're so funny. DK Metcalf said, "I can bench 350," and the Big Cat asks Aaron Donald, like, how much can you bench? And Aaron Donald, in the most relaxed way possible, just goes 500. And you just see the look on DK Metcalf's face, and he just looks so disappointed, and he just goes, "Can I change my answer?" It was amazing. It was so funny, dude. I predict the Lions will go 0-16. I don't believe you, Martin. I don't believe you. By the way, here's some run defense. Good job, Anthony Nelson, closing up that hole as Leonard Fournette goes down with an injury now. Interesting stuff. Josh asks, do we like homemade chili?
Yes.
Yeah.
No beans, though. I don't like beans in my chili.
Yeah, I'm not a big bean guy either. I try to be. I mean, like, I'll eat beans if they're there, but I don't prefer it. Somebody said something about Shaq Barrett earlier. Let me see if I can find it. Hypothetical.
Maybe he was the one who made that.
Oh, there's a
look at
blocked
this block
punt!
right here.
Picked up by the
Scoop and score for the
Bucs.
Bucs. Maybe let's go.
51.
To the house. That's
That's-
what I am talking about. Special teams execution on point. Number 51. I'm not sure who that is. Is that Kendall Beckwith?
It's got to be Kevin Minter.
Oh, Kevin Minter, you are right. I don't know how I forgot he was on this team. But Kevin Minter with the scoop and score. Beautiful execution. I couldn't see who blocked it. Who got there? That was Antoine Winfield, I believe.
Yeah,
His second block of the season.
I think you're right. Joey Salas says, if Bucs hypothetical, if Bucs don't get new deals for Barrett and Godwin and can only franchise tag one of them next season, who would you rather tag, Barrett or Godwin?
Oh man,
I'd pick Barrett.
I would hate to say it, but I'd pick Barrett too. It's just the thing with Chris Godwin is that like he goes to any other team, he's automatically a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL. He has the stats to show for it. And
oh my gosh,
he's
easily.
going to be a dependable number 1 on 32 out of 32 teams in the NFL. So I would hate to lose that guy while he's still somewhat on his rookie deal.
Right. I think it's just simply a matter of who would we be worse off without.
There really is a part of me that wants to say Chris Godwin. I
And-
think he's what makes this passing attack so potent.
And while I do understand the argument, I feel like they could get a number 2 guy in, though, who could do some decent things. I mean, they still have Mike Evans. If you don't have Shaq, who knows what's going to happen with JPP? He could still
Look
retire.
at Vita Vea one more time coming in.
There's Jeremy McNichols, former Buccaneers running back, by the way. I mean, but I'm obviously biased anyway. But I would say Shaq Barrett simply because a premier pass rusher is a lot harder to find, I think, than a number 2 wide receiver. And I know Godwin is obviously a stupid exception, but like a stupidly insane exception. But there's Jason Pierre-Paul at the sack, by the way.
Yeah, I love to see that. Gardner Minshew kind of ran into him, thought he was getting away, but JPP is able to make the play. I mean, yeah, I get exactly what you mean by Godwin being the exception to that rule. And pass rushers are hard to find, which is why I think it makes that really attractive. I guess for me, I would just have to see how Shaq Barrett can play again next year. But I have every right to believe he'll be really good. I would hate to lose Chris Godwin. But I think from a sensical standpoint, I would have to go with Shaq Barrett because, like you said, great point. Pass rushers are harder to find.
Yeah. Do I think Vita Vea will be a 90-plus overall in Madden 21? No, he won't. I mean, like, he probably should be, or at least in mid-80s. But
Who will
no,
be? Oh, do you think Vea will get to 90 plus? No, they'll probably give Vita Vea like an 85 or an
I
86.
would honestly, I'd probably say an 82. I really think they're gonna skimp him. I mean, they skimp the Bucs all the time, man.
Yeah,
Um,
they really do.
Dime says Shaq will step down and have 9 sacks, but is it really that? I mean, that's not.
Shaq's getting double digit
I
sacks
I
again.
think he'll get at least 10 sacks.
Yeah.
There's Brady on first down, by the way, throwing it out to OJ. No sign of Gronk right now, which is a little worrying.
Yeah, but regardless, this offense still kind of finding a way to get it done. Brady 12 for 13 on the day. So he's still effective, still hitting his guys in stride, which you love to see. OJ Howard not able to make much happen after the catch there, but gets a couple of yards.
Willie says, I definitely remember McNichols having an attitude problem. Do you remember in Hard Knocks when Jason Light was like, hey, we want to bring McNichols back to the practice squad? And they said, well, he says he doesn't want to come back to the practice squad. And Jason Light just went, okay, F him. He almost an exact quote. It was so funny. That was one of my favorite. I think that might be my favorite thing Jason Light has ever done.
And that's why Jeremy McNichols was only $1 for like 5 minutes.
Bro, it was so funny. Do I think we'll have an abbreviated season because of all the stuff going on? No. I mean, well, I guess it is possible. As Tom Brady overthrows a wide open Mike Evans on the deep ball again. He's been doing that a couple of times this year.
Yeah, his deep ball connections have been really off. Like, I haven't really seen him hit any home runs aside from here and there, but he's definitely got to work on that. I mean, when this offense can get rolling, yeah, he can get in the red zone and be a real threat. But those long passes, like, that's an opportunity. That should have been connected right there. First down Bucs, potentially a touchdown.
Yeah, but instead it's going to be a punt. Let me see. James, we all debate who's going to be... we'll talk about that in a second. I'm reading Kevin's comments here on Shaq. Let's not forget Shaq played in the 4th preseason game with Noah Spence. It's going to be hard to replicate his success as opposed to a wide receiver who's more impactful in this offense. Yes, to a certain degree, but we've also seen wide receivers succeed in Dirk Cutter's offense as well. Adam Humphries, Cameron Brate, Mike Evans still. I really don't think it'd be an issue of getting somebody in there compared to a premier pass rusher. 4th preseason game, yes, he was playing it with Noah Spence, but then what changed? I mean, something obviously had to click for him to get the numbers he got. Shaq won't reach those 10 sacks, man. However, JPP will be a sack monster. So what's the difference then? I don't mean to debate. I don't, but I will defend Shaq Barrett. What's the difference between JPP and Shaq Barrett then?
Hey guys, I was listening to the new CFP and it really made me realize how upset I'd be if the season was canceled. Let's hope for the best. Yes, Ben Leeper, I am with you, buddy. We kind of had a moment towards the end of the show where we talked about what could happen if no season happens, and I don't want to think about it too much, but it definitely does bum me out. So the difference between Shaq Barrett and JPP is Shaq Barrett is a lot more of a... I hate to say that he can do stuff that JPP can't, because JPP is... he thrived in a 4-3 for a very long time. He's a good defensive end. He's a big-bodied guy. Shaq isn't as big-bodied of a guy, but they're both pretty good at straight-up finesse moving people.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing, is that, like, when you've got all those guys on the line, you've got Shaq Barrett, Jason Pierre-Paul, and Ndamukong Suh, and Vita Vea coming at you, who are you going to block?
Right.
Like, you can send out a tight end to help with one of those ends, maybe, but Vita Vea playing the way that he did second half of last season, and Ndamukong Suh not taking every single play off, like, they're going to be a problem.
That's right.
I don't know why people don't want to think that 10 sacks for each guy on each side of the line is super unrealistic, because, yeah, I don't think it has a great shot of happening.
I mean, I think that while the interior defensive lines sack numbers, I think that JPP and Shaq could both get to, I want to say, at least 9 each.
Someone said Shaq has 10 fingers. That's the difference.
Ooh. I want to say
yeah.
I want to say both of them could at least get to 9 each. And I don't think that's too crazy to say, because we've seen both of them get double-digit sacks for this team before. They both almost had double-digit sacks last year. I mean, it is what it is. So I don't know.
Jason Pierre-Paul came back and had 8.5 sacks in 8 games. Like, that is insane for a guy coming off of a broken neck.
Yeah. And Shaq Barrett, first year as a starter, 19.5. I mean, that's not crazy to say that both those guys can reach double-digit sacks, I think, in my opinion. So, I don't know.
Let's get back to the action here. Let's take a look at what's happening on the field. 1st and 10 for the Jaguars after that timeout. They're going to line up for a field goal from the 33-yard line. Kick is up for Lambeau, and I believe it is good. It'll make it a 17-6 ball game with 6 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Big return, kickoff return for a touchdown right here from Jadon Mickens to put him up before the half.
Right, you never know. Here we go. Let's see what Jadon can do. Oh, okay, well, that's what he can do. Kevin says, I'm not hating on Shaq, but I think teams will actually prioritize Shaq this season because of last year, and JPP will get his respect, of course. But his experience will be the deciding factor. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think that kind of talks to why they could both get double-digit sacks. It's exactly what you just said, Rhett. Who are you going to block? Who are you going to give more respect to? Because they both can go off.
Exactly. Jason Pierre-Paul proved that he is a very, very productive guy on the defensive line. He had a pretty impressive stretch last year, as I mentioned, 8.5 sacks in 8 games. That is unheard of coming off of a broken neck. And Shaq Barrett had a record-breaking season last year, etched his name into the Buccaneers franchise records. So he's going to be there for a little while until somebody ends up with 20 sacks on a seson. But with that being said,
I didn't even think about that. Holy crap. That's the record to beat. You have to get 20. Wow. Yeah. Holy crap. That's actually pretty incredible.
With that being said, Shaq is probably going to slow down. Teams are going to prioritize him. They have a lot more film to watch on him. I guarantee you they're going to be pulling out the archives from back in the Denver days to watch tape on this guy because his game is that next level. But I just think with Jason Pierre-Paul being the absolute dog that he is, he's still going to get his, and teams are going to have to respect him. And even in the middle, Vita Vea is going to get the credit he deserves this year because he'll have much more people watching. 3rd and 1, by the way, very critical right here for the Bucs. Obviously, the game isn't super in distress, but a nice connection to Chris Godwin as he goes over midfield and takes it down. 1st and 10, Tampa
Bay. And I mean, you know me. I'm stupidly biased towards Shaq Barrett, though. But it's fine. One question that was asked earlier was, who do we think the worst team in the NFL is going to be this year?
Probably the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We're playing them.
Probably these guys, if I had to guess.
Tom Brady's going to throw it on 1st down. There's Jadon Mickens again getting a 1st down grab. Brady, pretty efficient. 16 of 18, 181 yards, 1 touchdown. I'm a little disappointed, though. If there was one game where I thought Brady could pop off, this was going to be the one.
Hey, what's most important is that he is staying efficient. This offense is getting the ball downfield. No turnovers just yet. As TJ Logan takes the handoff, breaks some tackles, and ultimately gets brought down. I think he picked up 7 or 8 yards. No, he picked up 5. So it's 2nd and 5 now for the Buccaneers.
From the 22. He says Jags or Panthers. I really think the Panthers won't be, terrible. As Brady throws it away, but he got hit hard. Yikes. James,
the Lions are the worst every year. The Lions could be the worst, but I think they've got some talent. I don't know.
I will say I do think people are sleeping on Gardner Minshew, but you do get to a point. Oh, man, Brady overthrows Chris Godwin in the end zone again.
To be fair, he did have 3 guys around him, but yeah, you got to make those throws.
I will say you do get to a point though where it's like the guys around you are just too bad to overcome. For certain quarterbacks. And I don't think Gardner Minshew's that kind of guy yet where he's going to elevate the guys around him. Yet.
He very well could be. But, by the way, kick is good for Mac A. He's going to make this game 14 points, 20-6 now in the 3rd quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Ella's playing with her bone.
That's all good.
Sorry, good.
The Bucs going to win this game. I think they will. I think we're going to win. It's 20-6 right now. Not bad. The Jaguars or Jets. I feel like the Jets could rebound, especially in a division right now where New England's got a lot of questions with Cam. Which, I get it. Cam's good, but there's still some questions there.
Darnold's been okay.
Yeah. The Jets won 7 games. Yeah, I think they won't be that bad. I'm trying to think.
Alante David, nice job stuffing the run right there. They only pick up 3, 2nd and 7 for the Jags now.
Yeah, let's see here. They're going to hand it off again. It's going to be another. We're seeing more of Jeremy McNichols here, not as much of Leonard Fournette. 3rd and 4 from the 30-yard line.
Leonard Fournette got injured.
That's right. So maybe he might be out for the game. I'm not sure. Let's see. Number 15, Gardner Minshew. He's going to pass it. It's going to be caught for a 1st down.
Devin White whiffs a tackle. Who
But
would have thought?
but whoever just Chenault, somebody actually just said in the chat, didn't the Jaguars draft a wide receiver? Well, there he was. And now he's hurt. He's probably grabbing his wrist, and he is.
Who would have thought, man?
Who would have thought? It's a Madden thing. It's a Madden thing.
Ben
The
Lieber says
Bears-
the Jets did acquire the best free agent wide receiver, though, Brashad Perry Goat. Brashad Perryman, I mean, I know that he was very good, and we leaned on him for a few games last year, and I'm glad that he was able to fill in and be serviceable, but I wanted him cut long before that.
I mean, I'm biased, so. But Gardner Minshew's going to pass it. That's intercepted by Devin White. Oh, he gets shoestring tackled.
I thought he had it. Devin White could have been to the house, but a critical interception right there. And that is 2 turnovers on the day, I believe, for this defense.
I will say this on Brashad Perriman. Yeah, that first half of the season, he totally had a justifiable reason for getting cut or traded. Totally. That was
Jeremy Mixon says, I think Keyshawn Vaughn is going to be running the ball more than Ronald Jones. I do not.
I don't think so. I think it'll be Ronald Jones running back room.
Player grabs wrist, injury report, emotional debt from living at home with parents in college.
That's okay. That's beautiful. Kevin, please keep those up and just... Ooh, pass gets batted down in the direction of Mike Evans. Please keep those injury reports just devolving the more they happen, because those are amazing. Somebody asked what we think about the Washington name change and what we would prefer.
Big shot for Brady here. I don't know if he overthrew. I think there was just coverage there.
Just some good
back
coverage.
Of the end zone.
Just some good
back
coverage.
In the end zone regardless. When it comes to Washington changing their name, I mean,
Brady throws it for a touchdown for Mike Evans.
There we go. Nice long shot right there. I was trying to be quiet because I knew something like that was coming. Mike Evans gets in the end zone. And quite a monster day for Mike Evans, something that is long overdue this season. I'm glad we're seeing it.
Says he has Chris Godwin back there, you know?
Yeah, right? These guys are making it happen. Gronk out of the game. Doesn't matter. This offense can still make it happen. Bucs are going to go up 27-6 with 6.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Pretty good shape.
That's right. Not bad at all.
But I like the Washington Warriors, and I like the Washington Red Tails. I don't think they would go Red Tails. I think maybe they would go something like Warriors or like Cherokee or something.
Do you like Red Tails? I'm not a fan.
I don't mind it.
I get
for the significance that it is. I think it is a pretty cool team name. And if they have to, I think the only reason people are campaigning for Red Tails is because they want to keep the R at the name of the game. That way they can say "Hail to the Red Tails" or HTTR. They can keep all the slogans. And
they won't
yada, yada.
They won't do it because the owner's gonna want to make.
Look at this, nice blocking, but Devin White able to make the tackle. I'm surprised he didn't get a face mask call for that. To be honest.
The owner's gonna want to make new merch. I guarantee it. He's like, ooh, these guys are all gonna have to buy new merch. Yeah, we're gonna just do a whole rebrand. Good coverage there by number 26, but it wasn't enough. That's a first down there for Gardner Minshew.
Sean Murphy Bunting.
Oh, it was Sean Murphy Bunting. Thank you, sir. Let me see. Washington Chiefs 2.0. I don't think so. There's another long pass.
Man.
I believe that's Tyler Eifert, who's on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, I'm not sure what they would change their name to. Washington Warriors sounds kind of cool. You know?
Yeah, there was an update that came out today. It is confirmed that they're going to keep their color scheme. So they're going to stick with the red or the burgundy and gold. But I don't mind it.
Yeah. It's something patriotic. I just thought, just call them the Washington Monuments. But, you know.
Right.
You know. I also want something that kind of like rolls off the tongue a little bit, you know, but I don't know. I'm not good at picking names for things.
I will say this. We talked about this defensive line, Vita Vea having a good day. Jason Pierre-Paul got himself a sack, but we haven't seen a ton of Anthony Nelson in this game. I know he dropped back into coverage like on that play right there, but we haven't seen him get in the backfield too much. I'm keeping an eye on that the rest of this game.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm a little... If he doesn't get a sack, I mean, I do want to see his sack totals in terms of...
This will be his first game without one, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's actually pretty accurate.
But a nice play right there from Antoine Winfield. William Golston able to clean it up in the backfield. They get negative yardage on that play.
Somebody said Washington. Somebody said Washington Oilers. No.
Nah, I don't think they'd rebrand.
I'd love for that to bring back all the classic Oilers stuff, but nah. Third and 8, by the way, from the 44. Ooh, Garner's gonna run for it. He's gonna get this.
Wow.
All right.
And he takes the injury. Levante David brings him down.
Ooh, he's grabbing at his leg
Wow.
too. So what's he gonna
Yeah,
be?
well, he'll be grabbing at his wrist here in a second if they don't take him off in the cart.
Ooh, he's limping. Oh
Wow,
no.
finally some immersion. Holy hell.
I need to see something though. Let me see. Somebody said the Washington Indians. So Jake Luton is going to be the quarterback now. He's a 60 overall. He's just got a hurt ankle right now. Leonard Fournette's out for the game, as is Chenault. Interesting. Interesting.
Yikes.
That is interesting. All right, well, let's get back to this game then. Khalil Davis is on the team. He is. But he's not necessarily in the rotation right now. He didn't do a ton to impress us. I mean, our interior D-line's been good. There's what's the quarterback's name again? Jake Luton throwing a pass there for 9 yards. We'll see what happens here.
They definitely are getting close to Buccaneers territory on the 26-yard line here on 2nd and short. Quick little bubble screen out to the
He's
wide
gonna
receiver. Number 12, he's got some room to run. Dede Westbrook is going to bring him inside the 10-yard line. 1st and 10, Jaguars. First and goal, Jacksonville.
That's right, from the 10-yard line. Interesting. Jake Luton here, getting something going a little bit. Why didn't they give any of these rookies any gear? That's what I want to know. Jake Luton's going to pass it here. Anthony Nelson got a little bit of pressure there, was trying to get around the edge as Carlton Davis makes the tackle there at the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal now from the 2. They're coming out of the I formation, expecting a run maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Send it right up the gut here.
They will, and it's stopped. There's Antoine Winfield Jr. on the tackle. William Golston was in there to help out too.
Offset eye now. It looks like they're maybe going to run it again here on 3rd and goal from the 2. And there's an offside.
And they getting offsides on him. Free play.
Man. Jason Pierre-Paul.
It's out of bounds. Injury report, grabs leg. Or injury, grabs leg, injury report. Thrown out back after trying to pick up a broken Ritz cracker. You hate to see it. You really do. So it's 3rd and goal from the 1 after a Jason Pierre-Paul penalty. Oh,
they're going to run it right up the gut here. Full on expecting it. 3rd and goal from the 1. One final shot at the end
play
zone.
Action.
No.
And it's
they got
incomplete.
Play action, and they could not make it happen. Jake Luton. I thought he had a man open, to be honest.
He definitely did. Rookie had a rough go there.
Jason Pierre-Paul, by the way, let's recognize how good he beat that pass rush, because Jesus, he was like, that's why Luton had to throw it away so quickly.
The ultimate redemption, and yeah, taking a field goal there. Don't know if I agree with that. I probably would have went for the touchdown there. But it's
27-9 now this football game. It is a Madden thing. It is a Madden.
It is a Madden thing. How many games are we thinking about doing today?
I think I've got time for a double header, so one more after this one, and then I'll call it a night.
Okay, we can go ahead and do that. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's see what happens here. Tom Brady's going to pass it on 1st down. He's going to swing it out to TJ Logan, who got smacked for a loss of 2. That's Miles Jack, I believe. This will be 2nd and 12 from the Buccaneers' 23-yard line.
We got a lot of people saying that if the Bucs score on this drive, to go ahead and put in Ryan Griffin, and I don't think that could hurt, to be honest.
Could potentially happen. Here comes a catch for Mike Evans, but it is out of bounds, bringing up 3rd and 12 from the 23-yard line. So we'll see what happens here.
Brady takes the snap out of shotgun, fires to his running back. TJ Logan makes the move, but it's not going to be enough. He is stopped short as time will expire in the 3rd quarter, I believe. That brings up 4th and 7 for the Bucs.
That's right, that's right. I see number 85 Zap Bobo. No. That is a better number 85. That is Jadon Mickens.
Yes, sir.
Did you hear the... Let me see. 27-3. There you go. Here comes a punt from Bradley Pinion. Oh, does it get the roll?
Yes, he does. Finally.
Down at the
They just kick
3.
it? Okay, no, they downed it on the 3. I thought they just kicked it out of bounds and ruled it as a touchback. I was going to be so angry.
Rich says this may be the only football we'll see this year. Well, let's hope not. I don't think it will be. So we'll be okay. Yes, Ryan Gabby is a Bucs fan. Let's see. First,
the Jaguars, 1st and 10 I formation. Big tackle from Anthony Nelson. First time we call his name today.
That's right. We just mentioned him. A little bit ago. Jaguars 203 total yards of offense. Tampa Bay 235. This is where you see those turnovers really take into effect, man. Here comes another run on 2nd down. We'll get a few yards there. It'll bring up 3rd and 3 from the 10. It'll bring up 3rd and 3 from the 10. Let's see here. He's going to pass it short. It'll be caught. Tackled by Antoine Winfield Jr. Rhett, I'm going to go to the bathroom, so I'm going to need you to commentate real quick, my friend.
You're all good. DJ Chark Jr. right there, able to move the chains for Jacksonville. So, is Halloween Horror Nights happening this year? If I had to guess, man, no. Antoine Winfield Jr., though, back at the play. Nice tackle to wrap things up there. They are able to move the chains, and they're making some progress here. Coming out of their own 16-yard line, out of the shotgun, Gardner Minshew takes the snap, hands it off to Jeremy McNichols, who has room to run and is able to move the chains. He bounces to the left side, and Levante David, Antoine Winfield able to get there and wrap him up. So this run defense, I don't want to say this run defense has been hurting all day, but they definitely have been the weaker link to this defense this entire season, if you guys haven't been watching any of the earlier games. Here we go, 1st and 10 now after the first down, 29-yard line for Jaguars. That's not Minshew. That is Jake Luton takes the snap over the middle and is not able to connect with his receiver downfield. I know I said Minshew before, but that is Jake Luton because Minshew was injured earlier this game. Now 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line after the incompletion. Fires to his running back, dumps it out. I believe that's Jeremy McNichols who makes the catch, and Levante David brings him up. It's now 3rd and 8.
There you go. And I'm back, by the way.
Welcome back. I heard you sit down, but I had some football to call. Here we go. Nice run up the middle. They're going to get a couple of yards there, but not able to move the chain.
Interesting running it on 3rd and 8 with 8 minutes left in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, really, especially when you're down by this much. You get one more touchdown, this game isn't exactly out of reach, but
they're going to go for it here on 4th down, by the way.
You almost have to at this point. From the 34-yard line, Luton drops back, fires over the middle, and cannot connect. It'll be a turnover on downs, and I hate to say that this game might just be over, but I think this game might be over.
Well, I mean, I don't hate to say it if we're winning, you know.
That is very true. I just don't want to discount the opponents that we've had because Bucs have been in this situation before. Last time they got a really big lead, they ended up blowing it anyways.
That's true. Benjamin asks, do we have the best linebacker duo in the NFL with White and David?
Yep.
I would say it's definitely top 3.
TJ Logan on the carry. Doesn't get much going. Picks up a yard. Now 2nd and 9 from the 33. Brady out of the shotgun. TJ Logan, his running back.
Brady likes to do this thing whenever we're winning games by a lot of points where he just likes to just keep on passing the ball no matter what. And obviously, they just ran the ball there, but still. It's very interesting.
Right.
3rd and 6. They're going to pass it, I think.
Do you guys like Reed Sinnett, the undrafted free agent quarterback the Bucs got?
Yeah, sure, he's fine.
TJ Logan, nice little shifty move right there. Almost breaks one, but is able to move the chains and set up the Buccaneers in the red zone. 1st and 10 at Tampa.
Bay, you almost... Thank goodness you tripped up because I was drinking water. And I was going to try and do it with water in my mouth, and it wasn't going to end well.
Well, I guess everything happens for a reason then.
That's right. Luke Kuechly... No, I don't believe Luke Kuechly's coming out of retirement.
Nah, no way, man.
Carolina Panthers lost some boys, though. They lost Cam, they lost Greg Olsen, they lost Luke Kuechly. That's a lot of headaches that are gone from one team. Those are literally the 3 players I hated looking at the most whenever we played the Carolina Panthers because of just how good they were.
They always found a way to just be at the nose of every single play. Greg Olsen was that guy who could just walk out 10 yards downfield and be wide the hell open.
Yeah.
Luke Kuechly was always a problem.
Yeah. Let's see. Brady's going to pass it. He's going to throw it deep to the end zone.
No tap touchdown.
They're going to say touchdown.
You're kidding. I think he might have been out. We're probably going to get a booth review on that play.
I think he was...
If that is in, we need a replay right here, buddy.
I think he was comfortably out of bounds on that.
Big shot over the middle. He gets the toe drag. I just need a better angle.
Yeah, no, get out. Get out of here, Madden.
You don't think they give us the benefit of the doubt and just give us this one call? No,
They're...
they gave it
what?
to us! No way! Come on, get the kick off. There you go. Buccaneers make this game 34-9 with a little under 6 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. That was the worst thing I have ever seen, but god damn it, I will take it. That is the universe getting us even for everything that has happened up until this point.
It's a Madden
That is the Brady
thing.
effect, ladies and gentlemen. Touchdown, Bucs.
It's a Madden thing. Let's go.
A Madden thing, man. That was fantastic. I don't know if we can top that. Oh, look at it. We go. We might be able to top it. Big forced fumble from Devin White right there. Jaguars recover, but that could have been dangerous, baby.
What is happening?
Good God almighty.
Could you imagine if they would have recovered that and scored?
Oh, man.
Brandon's Legion says worst football game ever. Guys, I got to appreciate this, though. I mean, hey, it was good for us.
Neptune 92. We have fixed the sliders more times than you know, buddy.
Wow.
Not sure if you guys have spoken about it so far, but what are your thoughts on a Raheem Mostert trade? I don't think he's what we need. He's not that great of a pass-catching running back. He's upset with his salary, which is why he wants a trade. And the Bucs aren't going to pay him more than $3 or $4 million to come play here.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I mean, like...
Kevin, you missed out, my man.
There's... Jake Luton. I can't even think right now. That was so stupid, man.
Oh, man.
That was a college rule touchdown, lol. Go Bucs. Oh, yes, sir. We'll take it every day of the week. Here comes a pass from Luton. That's going to be out of bounds. That's that Brady effect right there, baby. We'll take that.
Yes, it is.
That was incredible. 2nd and 10 from the 29. Lutton's going to pass it again. Who is blocking Anthony Nelson this game?
I don't know, but he's doing a tremendous job. Sean Murphy bunting, pretty good job on the pass defense right there. Brings up 3rd and 10 for Jacksonville.
Raheem,
yeah, that left tackle definitely might need a raise after this game.
But they're double teaming him too in some plays. Raheem Mostert, how do you say his last name?
I think it's Mostert.
Raheem Mostert, yeah. I just don't think that it would make a lot of sense. No.
Yeah. Kevin522 says put Griffin in. I think that is a good idea. I know we want to pad Brady's stats. He's having a great day, but I think we should give the people what they want at this point. Put Ryan Griffin in, see if he can get a touchdown on the season.
It is 34-9, so I think we're going to go ahead and do that. As, wow, what a catch. The tight ends for the Jacksonville Jaguars have been making plays. Thoughts on if the Bucs would bring in Clay Matthews for veteran depth? At this point, I don't know if it's going to happen. Just simply because I feel like it's just been a while, you know? Would you agree with that, Rhett? I mean, it's just at this...
I think it's definitely still a possibility. The last thing... We actually brought this up a little bit on the new CFP today. The last thing we have heard is that the Pewter Report guys actually put out a scoop that said the Bucs aren't super interested in Clay Matthews. So Tyler Eifert gets down with a critical injury right there. He's been much of the offense for the Jacksonville Jaguars as they get into the red zone for what seems like the first time today.
That's right.
But what I was going to say with Clay Matthews, I think it's a real possibility. He would just have to take not a whole lot of money. I guess we would have to see where he is because there's still a lot of time for teams to sign him. But it's more of a wait and see kind of thing. But last I heard, the Bucs are not interested.
One thing I do want to say too on the as there's a flag on the play as the Luton gets sacked. I think they're going to get him for a face mask. One thing I do want to say in terms of like bringing in more pass rushing depth, they do need a veteran. But I don't know if it's going to be a big name veteran. Like, I honestly could see Sam Acho coming back.
Yeah, we brought him up as well. And I think another thing to consider, with the Buccaneers looking to bring some more free agents, specifically at that like outside linebacker pass rush position, familiarity is a big thing. I'm expecting guys, nice pass defense right there.
That does vary.
But I'm expecting guys that have played in Arizona before, are familiar with Todd Bowles and Bruce Arians, because that's what can help you translate, the fastest. Anthony Nelson bringing some pressure.
There's Luton with the pass. It's going to be incomplete. I think Sam Acho, not just because like he knows the defense too. I think he's a really good locker room guy. He's one of the NFLPA committee guys right now, I believe. So like, I just think he's an all around good guy to have on your roster. That
was a dangerous throw right there into the end zone. It'll bring up 4th and goal. But yeah, I think Sam Acho is a good guy. He's been very outspoken this offseason in particular. But Yeah, good locker guy.
Yeah.
Good locker room guy.
Let me see. Clay's best days are ahead of him, says Willie. Kevin says James. If the Bucs secure a playoff spot this season for the last game, move some players out of position. Mike Evans to safety, Vita Vea running back. No, I can't do that because
Oh man,
I can't because they might get hurt, and I don't want to risk that. If anything, we'll just play the backups. So you guys might see a whole Ryan Griffin game.
Breaking news: we've got an injury report from our buddy Kevin. Tyler Eifert grabs his elbow, and his injury report says, everlasting sadness after watching Mufasa die in The Lion King.
Can I tell you how much I love these live streams?
They have been a lot of fun.
These are phenomenal. These are all phenomenal. Martin says the Lions suck. Bucks should bring back Aguayo, lol.
Oh, look at this. Buccaneers recover the onside kick, by the way. Tyler Jones. Ronald Jones able to get there and make it happen. So here comes Ryan Griffin. By the way, very excited about this.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. Bucks only have 43 rushing yards. Maybe they'll just run out the clock. We'll see. There's TJ Logan on the run. They are going to give it to him. He's going to get a few yards there. Bring up second down. No, David, I have not got a chance to see the video you've sent. Is it online somewhere? Can you send me a link, possibly? I would prefer a link.
Willie said, my bad, not ahead of him. I meant behind him.
No. Oh.
TJ Logan, though, on the handoff there, able to move the chains, I believe. No, 3rd and inches. They're not going to give it to him. That'll bring up the 2-minute warning. I'm interested to see if we see Ryan Griffin throw a single pass this game.
Will Griffin throw a pick this drive? We're about to find out. Is Ryan Griffin going to be the future quarterback? No. There's TJ Logan. Oh, he almost. He
had it.
He almost messed it up is what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Did you see him just make that little cut? I don't think they're going to throw a single pass.
I don't think so either. With Ryan Griffin in here out of the eye, they're probably going to hand it off again to the running back, who I believe is TJ Logan, still in the game.
Oh, there's a play action! They get it off.
It's a free play!
Oh my god, no, Cameron Brate could have scored!
Why did Cam die like that? It's a free play, and it'll be holding on the Bucs, I believe.
Oh, it's a blown up play. I forgot that we have Tristan Wirfs at left guard.
Yeah, his second awful penalty this game. But let's see what they try here. 1st and 19, single back. They're probably going to hand it off. TJ Logan right now takes the handoff up the middle, spins upfield, picks up 4 yards.
Oh, wow. In the wise words of my uncle, I don't drink often, just the first 3 days of the week and the last 4 days of the week. Wiser words have never been spoken. Here comes the handoff on 2nd down. TJ Logan gets some good yardage there. This is going to be the end of the game here. Yeah.
TJ Logan is good at running through traffic. It looks like they got one more run for him in store if they can get the snap off before final 3 seconds. They're going to let it run out. Buccaneers win this football game 34-12. And Ryan Griffin sees some NFL action for the 3rd time in his career, but doesn't throw a single pass. You couldn't have written it any better.
That's right. James, Rhett, do you like spaghetti? Yes.
Yeah, I like spaghetti.
There you go. They asked if there's any undrafted free agents that we're interested in making the roster who can do a good job. Michael Divinity, Ben, you just said it. Ryan Griffin didn't even... The one pass he attempted and it got called back.
That was a nice little pass, too.
Yeah, Michael Divinity...
Good day for Brady, though. I guarantee you he would have thrown 4 touchdowns if we left him in the game. That's probably his best game of the season, I hate to say it.
I think you're right. TJ Logan had an all right game overall.
Yeah. 20 attempts for 65 yards. It was pretty productive. Brady, I wanted to go back and say, I think he has one 300-plus yard game. But
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Evans Howard got a touchdown, though. Love to see him in the end zone. Mike Evans with 2 touchdowns. You love to see that.
That second one was an absolute beauty. No sacks given up by the offensive line, apparently. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I didn't see Brady get sacked one time this game, so I guess it is.
Pierre-Paul had 1 sack. Nelson had a half sack. Wow, so the streak is technically alive.
There we go. I didn't think I saw him do it, but he made it happen.
And Sue had a half sack. Not bad. 3 tackles for loss from Vita Vea. Antoine Winfield Jr., good game. 2 tackles for loss, 12 total tackles. 1 interception from Devin White, who also had a forced fumble earlier as well. Not a bad game. Forced fumble. Who had the block? It was given to Antoine Winfield Jr. So he had a blocked punt, 12 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. Not shabby. Matt Gay made all of his kicks. This was a game you expected them to win. So, hey, awesome. No,
We love to see them go against a bad team and win like that against a bad team. I think we kind of knew they were going to win this one, but to see them win in that fashion against that team is very, very reassuring.
that's right. Mazzy Wilkins going to get an upgrade here. We will just give him a slot upgrade. He's going to get some better tackling. Good. We need it.
We don't have to talk about it too much. I just wanted to bring it up. There are some allegations against Mazzy Wilkins right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately?
Have you seen all the stuff happening at USF?
No.
All the people speaking out.
Oh, I mean, I've heard of, like, the speaking out movement and stuff like that, but did something happen against Mazzy Wilkins?
There's a lot of people who are speaking out about some, I guess the most blunt way I can put it, some sexual assault that had happened. And Mazzy Wilkins was on a list of names that people were accusing. Now, this is only an accusation, obviously, but I did want to bring that up because, yeah.
That's interesting. We'll definitely have to keep an eye on that then. Well, on that serious note here, we're back to to scouting.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Sorry, I hate to.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
I just saw his name and I was like, oh.
Wait a
okay.
minute. Wait a minute here. Wow. Okay. Well, that's interesting. We'll see how that all shakes out then. I do want to scout some 4th round cornerbacks. I feel like that'd be in our best interest. How about this Jeffrey Okudah guy, Rhett?
How about him?
Yeah, let's take a look at
4th round grade.
Yeah, okay. He's a 3rd round guy.
Okay.
He's probably not gonna do anything in the NFL, if I'm being honest.
Kevin is telling us to scout running backs. Do we want to scout a running back? Maybe take a chance on a high round running back, because I mean TJ Logan can't just be our workhorse, and I hate to say it, but in this franchise, Ronald Jones has just proven that he can't get it done.
Well, there's only one more guy that we can scout in terms of high tier running backs, and that's Jatarvius. Help me, Rhett.
Jatarvius Whitlow, I believe. I want to go Jatarvius, but
he looks
totally open to interpretation.
And he looks like he's all right, so not bad. Not bad for the boys there. All right, well that's enough. That's enough scouting. We scouted some cornerbacks, scouted some wide receiver, or not wide receivers, cornerbacks, linebackers, running backs. Good stuff. We play the Colts now. We don't get to play the Lions yet, but let's take a look at this Colts team. Why did I go? I gotta go up. There we go. So their quarterbacks, Phillip Rivers, Jacoby Brissett's the backup, who's still a team captain.
And they got Jacob Eason.
Oh my gosh, that's right. Oh my gosh, that's not okay. Marlon Mack, Jonathan Taylor.
Jatarvius is what Kevin says. Jatarvius. Yes, Jatarvius. There we go.
Jatarvius Taylor. Right on. Jonathan Taylor, we may see a little bit of him, although I feel like Marlon Mack may be the star here. We'll see.
Way this run defense is going, Marlon Mack could be a problem.
He could. Rashad Matthews is here. Zach Pascal, Bruce Ellington. Wow, they signed a lot of receivers.
Yes, they did.
Steve Ishmael and Reese Fountain are hurt, so they're a little
I'll be right back.
Banged up. All good with me. We're going to finish looking at this team here. Let me see what's going on here. One moment. Mo Alley Cox. I love this tight end, man. I think he's an absolute beast. Jack Doyle here. He's always good. Quentin Nelson, the one that got away from the Buccaneers. Ryan Kelly. This is a good offensive line. Okay. We're going to take a moment and we're going to wait till Rhett comes back to talk about that. But Justin Houston, Kamoko Toure, DeForest Buckner, Deniso Autry, Darius Leonard, Bobby Okereke. I like him. I think he's very good. Zaire Franklin, Matthew Adams. They're pretty decent overall, actually. Xavier Rhodes, Kenny Moore, Quincy Wilson, Malik Hooker. Tony Jefferson they signed as well. Wow. Chat, we're going to take a look at this here in a moment. I can't read the chat actually right now necessarily on my phone, which is unfortunate. So I can't see what you guys are saying. But we will take a look here in a little bit. They also have Matt Bryant. Wow, they're really just trying to tear apart my heart with all these free agent signings. Here we go. Now I can see the chat. Let me see. Buckner's a problem. Don't tell him I don't listen to the KFR podcast. That's all good, man. Will the wide receiver core be better than last year? I think it's definitely possible. Mo is a good, low-key good tight end. He really is. Jatarvius. Yeah, this team's no joke on some of these free agent signings. This is
Yeah, this is looking like a pretty stacked Colts team. I get down and I see Matt Bryant. They're
yeah.
able to take a chance on the ageless wonder himself, 44 years old. I guarantee you he might kick the game winner against us.
So I just wanted to tell you, they signed a couple of free agents. They signed Tony Jefferson.
Mmm.
And they also signed Jadeveon Clowney.
Wow.
Which, if you think about it, do they still have the cap space to make that happen in real life or no? Because Jadeveon Clowney to the Colts could be a pretty interesting move.
Let me do a quick little Google search on the machine here and see what their cap space situation is looking like.
We're going to get the game started with the uniforms, of course, being changed. And we're ready. Wow. Phenomenal. Oh, I forgot to see how long Rob Gronkowski was out for. I think he was... Was he still injured? He might not have still been injured. He might have just missed the game.
I think you can see it from the pause menu in this game, so maybe we can check there, but I think he's still injured.
Oh, okay. People are saying that they do have enough cap space. I mean, that would be a move for the Colts, man. Let's see here. So, no, Rob Gronkowski is back healthy for this game.
For some reason, I cannot see anywhere where their cap space is. But if people are saying they can make it happen, then that would be a very scary team if they can make it happen.
Especially with Rivers at quarterback, that's not a bad... That's not... I mean, even with Jacoby Brissett, I feel like you wouldn't be terrible. But with Rivers, I mean, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Let me see.
We did get the correct uniforms. Yes.
They moved Marpet to tackle against the Saints last stream, bro. That's right. Yes, we did.
Yeah, and it's actually been helping out quite a bit. Tristan Wirf's still not that great.
No, he has not been that great. First and 10 here for the Colts from their own 25-yard line. Let's see what they do here. And, they're going to throw the RPO, and Carlton Davis is there. So not bad on first down. 43 people here watching this live stream. Thank you guys for being here. Greatly appreciated.
Heck yeah.
2nd and 3 from the 32. They're going to hand it off to Marlon Mack, who could be a problem. But on this play, he only gets a yard. So not bad. Maybe last game was the emergence of Devin White. You know?
You'll love to see it because it really seemed like last game. I think he only got hit with the stiff arm one time and whiffed a tackle. But for the most part, he was making things happen. Of course, very productive last game, helping put some points on the board.
That's right.
But
I don't know. Rivers already had Joey Bosa. That's true. And that's pretty good. Is he still playing tackle? Yes. As of right now, Marpet is still playing tackle. Because honestly, it's not been terrible.
Yeah, it really hasn't.
It has not been the worst thing. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to throw it to Jack Doyle, who gets tackled on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down. A little worried.
Stewart.
Little worried about playing Rivers here, man.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy who can make you pay if they don't fasten down, but they definitely are the #1 pass defense in the league for a reason, so we'll just see what they can do. This is a very complete-looking team. First one they've played like this in a while, and there's a big shot to T.Y. Hilton. He has some room, and they're going to wrestle him down at the 30-yard line. Perfect start, by the way, for Phillip Rivers. 4 for 4, 44 yards. 1st and 10 now from the 30-yard line for Indianapolis. That was a big play right there that shouldn't have happened.
That's right. That's right. Somebody said, I remember when Rivers was our most likeliest candidate to be our quarterback. Fair to say, I'm a bit happy who we ended up with. Yes, that is, yes.
There you go. Another wide open man for Phillip Rivers right there. He hits his tight end, and he picks up a 1st down. They're in the red zone now.
That's right. That's the 14-yard line here. Yeah, maybe last game was a coming out game for Devin White. Maybe now he'll start to play a little bit better. We'll see. We do have Justin Evans in this game. So,
shotgun now from the 14 for Phillip Rivers. He takes the snap, looking, pressure coming, fires to the left side, has his man, connects, makes a move, and is not able to move the chains, but he does find his wide receiver. I believe he's running back there, excuse me.
Yeah,
He'll pick up 6 yards.
That's going to be Hines for a 6-yard grab. Very interesting. See what happens here. 2nd down. Ooh, bit of a really bad throw, actually. They'll lose him a couple of yards. Not bad. 3rd and 6 from the 11-yard line. All
Nice
right.
little stop there for the defense. Way to shift the momentum now. They're going to come out of shotgun, 3rd and 6. At least it's not 3rd and goal. See if they can move the chains right here. Out of the shotgun, Rivers takes the snap, hands it up the middle,
Wow.
has his man, and I'm surprised that wasn't a touchdown. But now Mike Evans is grabbing his wrist. He goes down with an injury. It is 1st and goal on the 1-yard line for the Colts.
That was just a good play, I guess. I mean, I was expecting a pass, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, really.
But Mike Edwards, he is hurt on the play.
Bucs showing a blitz right here on 1st and goal. They're going to send 4-man rush.
Wow.
And they're able to connect. Doyle gets himself a touchdown. Indianapolis, first one on the scoreboard.
Marched right down the field. The Bucs are 9-3 right now currently, I believe, right?
Yeah, I did not see the record of the Colts headed into this game, but Matt Bryan able to hit the PAT, make it a 7-0 football game to start things.
The Colts, I believe, are 7-6 is what I last saw. By the way, I love how the Colts went from Adam Vinatieri to Matt Bryant. They just went from one ageless wonder to another ageless wonder. So
they're an old kicker sanctuary.
They really are. I mean, that's where kickers go for their final few years, for their final 10 years, I guess.
Here comes Tom Brady on offense for the first time today. Takes the snap. Play action.
Pressure's there.
Fires out to TJ Logan. Makes the catch. Can he make a move? He does. Not enough to move the chains, but he picks up a couple of yards right there. It'll be 2nd and short.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think that we should definitely consider a running back at some point. I love TJ Logan. Don't get me wrong. And he will have a chance next year. But, I mean, you always look to improve, right?
Yeah, and I think you can improve on that run right there. He doesn't get very much yardage. I think it brings up 2nd and 4.
3rd
and 4. Excuse me. 3rd down now for the Bucs on their very first drive. So a catch and a run, both at the hands of TJ Logan for the Buccaneers as Brady takes the snap, fires over the middle, has a man downfield, but he's not able to hang on. That's Scotty Miller. Damn, Rook, you got to hang on to that. I know he got hit, but you have to hang on to that.
He took one hell of a shot. Good Lord.
So Bucs are going to bring out Bradley Pinion, the people's champ. Punt is up in the air.
Oh, it's a good one. Well, okay. A little bit too much air on that. This is our 2nd game, and this will probably be our last game, right, Rhett?
Yeah, I think just a doubleheader tonight, but I will definitely be on sometime tomorrow. I mean, honestly, tomorrow during the day, if I can find a good time, maybe we can get some more games knocked out.
Yeah, tomorrow could definitely work. We're actually, after this game, we will be 14 games. We'll almost be done. Honestly,
we'll be there.
We'll only have 2 more games left, and then we have the playoffs, I believe. Is that accurate?
Well, let me see. We're 9-3, so after they win this, they'll be 10-3.
3
and then
more
you've got
games.
3 more games.
That's right.
Hump Nasty would have made that catch. You're goddamn right, Kevin. I miss me some Hump Nasty.
That's right. That's right. Gosh, and then he went to Tennessee. He didn't have a great year last year, did he?
He did not, but he decided to stick around, and they put him on a big old contract, so maybe that's why they wanted to give him another chance. There is Jason Pierre-Paul, though. Excuse me while I hiccup. He's able to make the big stop, his 2nd tackle for loss on the day. Excuse me, I got the hiccups, and I'm burping. What the hell is wrong with me? That pizza's really getting to me.
It's all good, man. Good play there from Jason Pierre-Paul. There's Quentin Nelson, by the way. I was talking about him while you were gone. The one who got away.
Oh, yeah, really, man.
The one who got away, man.
3rd and 8 now out of the shotgun for Phillip Rivers. He takes the snap, looking, fires to the left side of the field, has a wide open, wide receiver.
Who's hurt on the play?
That is Pascal. Yeah, he hurts his wrist. He's grabbing at that, so we'll see what happens there. But he's able to make the catch and move the chains. First down Indianapolis.
Was Quentin Nelson 2019 draft?
2018. It
was 2018 draft, right. We took...
I think so.
Who did we take in round 1? It was Vita Vea, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. That's right. Because I remember that was basically... I mean, that's probably why we... If Quentin Nelson was there, he would have been a Buccaneer. I have really no doubt about that. Do you?
Oh, yeah. I have to imagine.
Because, I mean, he was just so good.
Let's, by the way, point out the 11-11 start and 109 yards in the first quarter for Phillip Rivers. Already a touchdown under his belt. He is shaping up to have a monster day if this pass defense does not get it together.
Yeah, this is not looking very good for us in terms of... Well, our run defense is looking okay. Fair.
First time for everything. Levante David and Jason Pierre-Paul able to get together right there. 3rd tackle for loss for JPP on the day. He's having a monster game. Just got to see some hits on the quarterback, man.
That's right. We need to see Anthony Nelson get pressure. Pierre-Paul is in there now because Shaq Barrett isn't. Is Shaq Barrett still in there or no?
Buccaneers showing a three-man rush. I believe that's Shaq Barrett on the left-hand side. No, that's JPP, excuse me. I don't think Shaq Barrett was in there right now. 12 for 12 for Phillip Rivers, 116 yards as it brings up third and short. It was Matthews on that last catch. Now Rivers, pressure coming, fires over to the right side and overthrows his receiver for the first incompletion of the day. That'll bring up fourth down, and thank God.
It's a strange concept, getting pressure on the quarterback, forcing him to make bad throws, but we're doing it now, thankfully.
Yeah.
At least we were able to rectify this problem in the first quarter, right?
Yeah, really. But kick is up, and the ageless wonder Matt Bryant able to make this a two-possession football game as Indianapolis goes up 10-0 in just the first quarter. Here comes Jadon Mickens with the return from his own 5-yard line, goes into some traffic and is brought down at the 27. Buccaneers will set up shop right there in that spot.
Oh, can't stop yawning. My apologies.
It's contagious. You better stop. Indianapolis showing a blitz right here, though. Brady out of the shotgun. They send 5.
Oh, there's TJ Logan.
Gets the handoff and enough to move the chains. You love to see that right there.
If Malik,
first and 10, Tampa
Bay. If Malik Hooker wasn't there, he would have scored. Hands down.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I thought that was going to be him breaking 3 passing yards for Tampa Bay right now. Brady hoping to increase that number, and he connects with Scotty Miller, who makes some people miss and goes all the way down to the 31-yard line. But just talking about those 3 passing yards, they must have heard us talking crap. That's a 21-yard pickup right there.
30-yard pickup there.
30-yard pickup, yeah, because 21 yards run after catch. That's where Madden and its stupid stats get me.
That's right. It's a Madden thing.
It's a Madden thing.
Here comes a pitch to TJ Logan as Gronk is blocking. TJ's got
the wrong side of that block.
He really did. He should have cut inside. He probably would have had a touchdown there. But Tony Jefferson with the tackle there. I was in a Madden league with Tony Jefferson at one point.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
It was weird. It was very weird.
Here comes Brady, singled back under center, hands it off to TJ Logan. Can't really make much happen right there if he doesn't go anywhere. 3rd and 10 now. Buccaneers, momentum was rolling just a few plays ago. Really need to see something happen on 3rd down right here if you want to stay in this football game, and he's just going to throw it way over everyone's head. 2 for 4 start for Tom Brady and only 33 yards over the first quarter. Here comes Matt Gay lining up from the 31-yard line for this field goal attempt. Let's see if he can make it happen and get the Bucs within 1 score.
He got it.
Up.
I thought he did.
It is good.
I thought he wasn't going to get it for a second. Speaking of weird stuff, did we're not going to talk about details. Did you see the Deshaun Jackson thing?
Oh, good God. I think he is just... I
know you have a special place in your heart for Deshaun Jackson, too.
I think he's just too dumb for his own good. That return, though, able to make something happen and bring it up to the 36-yard line. You hate to see that.
It was a bad scene. And, yeah. Anyway, Rivers here, 12 of 13, 116 yards, 1 touchdown, no pick. Can we please stop Rivers?
We'll see if they can make that happen here. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Single back for Rivers. Hands it off to Marlon Mack, who makes a move but doesn't get very much going there. Picks up 4 yards. 2nd and 6 now. Buccaneers are going to bring a safety down. I think I saw that correctly. As Rivers takes the snap over the middle, connects with T.Y. Hilton, who makes a move and moves the chains. They're going to keep this thing rolling. 1st down, Indianapolis.
That's right. We've got to find a way to get pressure on Rivers. Anthony Nelson, a little bit quiet in this game as well.
Yeah, he's getting taken care of on that left side of the offensive line.
That's right. See, now that was good coverage by Sean Murphy Bunting there. Just couldn't get it done. 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Phillip Rivers under center, hands it off to Marlon Mack, who picks up the 1st down. He'll get 4 more yards. And it's enough to move the chains here. They are just making their way down the field, and there's not much Tampa Bay can do about it. Out of the shotgun for Phillip Rivers now. He looks...
there's a sack
coming. And Ndamukong Suh with the 1st sack on the day. Love to see that. What a critical time to get that. It brings up 2nd and 17.
Not too shabby. Connor, how are you doing? I hope you're doing good.
What is up, man?
Not a bad play there from Ndamukong Suh. I feel like he's had a pretty decent year. Not worth the money he wanted in our contract negotiations, but still, good pass deflection by Sean Murphy Bunting.
Yeah, way to get up there and get it. But Ndamukong Suh, we couldn't really come to a conclusion on the deal that he wanted, so he's going to go out there and try and earn his money. He's doing a pretty good job of that right now. He's had a pretty solid past 2 games, I would say. And way to come back and get that catch right there is the running back, Hines, I believe, who gets some yardage, but it's not enough. 4th and 4, they'll bring out the field goal unit.
Ooh, little far. We'll see if the old man has the leg.
He does.
Oh, he does. He just sneaks it in. Look at him flexing on everybody. That's beautiful.
13-3. They're able to make this a 10-point game. So 2 possessions once more for the Buccaneers. As they get this ball, they're not going to return it. Jadon Mickens takes a knee. They'll get the touchback coming out to the 25-yard line is where the Buccaneers will set up shop. Here comes Brady. A pitiful start for Tom Brady so far. I mean,
they need a touch.
Hasn't looked good.
They need a touchdown here. They need a touchdown,
Yes.
man.
They definitely do. Brady out of the shotgun, hands it off to TJ Logan, who finds himself a hole but cannot move the chains. He'll pick up a good chunk of yardage right there. 2nd and 3 for the Bucs.
Not a bad run. Ooh, and I think they may have gotten somebody off sides. No, they're going to say a false start on somebody. Joe Haeg, who I was just about to say, I've been pretty impressed by Joe Haeg. I feel like he hasn't been giving up a ton of pressure or anything like that.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid where he's at when we plugged him in right there. We took Alex Kappa out, and Joe Haeg has been doing pretty good. There's a nice connection there between Brady and TJ Logan. Doesn't get a whole lot. It'll bring up 3rd and 10. But the substitutions we've made on the offensive line and some of the mixing around we've done has not been bad.
No, also that lost him 2 yards. Yeah, it'll be. Oh, here comes a free play. Here's a flag on the play. Do you want to? Okay, Gronk.
Well, there's Gronk. He's not injured this week, but there's a free play, and it's probably coming back.
It is holding on Ali Marpet, the right tackle. Okay, a rare penalty will bring up 3rd and 20.
This is what we get for talking up the offensive line, apparently. 3rd and 20 now. Brady out of the shotgun from the 15-yard line. Has all day, fires over the middle, and just doesn't connect with anybody. Overthrows his receiver. That'll bring up 4th down and 20 yards for the Bucs. This is not looking good.
I'm not going to lie. I don't have a great feeling about the rest of this game. We'll see, but yeah.
Oh, nice coverage right there. They're able to bring him down at the 30?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yep,
all right.
Right at their 30.
I had to make sure I saw that correctly. I think my eyes might be failing me here.
It's all right. 1st and 10 here. Rivers is going to pass it. Another wide open guy, but good on Levante David to get him after only a gain of 1. So 2nd and 9 here. Oh, man. We need to see our other pass rushers step up. I mean, Vita Vea, Sue, they've been doing some good stuff. But Anthony Nelson's got to get back. Anyways, there's a face mask on the play.
Antoine Winfield.
By Antoine Winfield Jr. These guys are figuring, well, we can't tackle normally, so let's get... Let's see. James, be the 10-6 optimistic you always are. That's right. I'm always 10. I'm all... Thank you. Let me see. 1st and 10 here from the 44. They are going to hand it off, but good job plugging up the hole. I think they only gained 2 on that play. Yes, they did. So not too shabby here. Rhett, what else has been going on in the Buccaneers world? Anything, really?
Not really, man. Not a whole lot to talk about. We know that players are expected to report back to camp July 28th, so that is our proposed date for the start of training camp.
July 28th.
We know that the preseason got cut down, and NFLPA is actually campaigning to not have a preseason at all. But that's really the latest team news we have.
Good pass deflection by Devin White. July 28th, that's interesting. We won't be able to go to the training camps, I imagine.
Yeah, neither will reporters, which is kind of messed up.
Really?
Reporters will not be allowed in training camp. So the Pewter Report guys talked about that in their last podcast, if you want to go check that out. So information will be somewhat limited, and it's a shame because I don't know how good of a job the Bucs media people themselves are going to do of keeping us in the loop. But a critical sideline catch right there to keep this drive alive. And the Colts are in the red zone once more.
What's the thoughts on that then from the media world? I mean, they're probably all pretty pissed off.
Oh, I have to imagine everybody's pretty pissed off because it makes doing your job that much harder. But again, it just depends on how good the Bucs media people are going to do. And maybe between now and the start of training camp, things could change, but you really never do know. Here's a toss to Marlon Mack. Textbook blocking. He finds himself in the end zone. But there is a flag on the play. So we'll see if this is coming back, and it looks like it is.
Holding on Ryan Kelly.
Call.
Wow.
Wow. This will come back 1st and 20 now after the touchdown. It'll take those points off of the board. Puts them back out of the red zone. Phillip Rivers throws on the screen here, connects to his running back. Some way, somehow, he caught that goddamn pass, but doesn't matter. They lost 5 yards.
From Anthony Nelson. Now, I do want to say, that's unfortunate for those guys because, I mean, especially for Pewter Report, because, I mean, that's how they get paid. That's how they all get paid, and this is going to be a really good year to get some views on a website. That's
absolutely.
Yes,
it's incredible how the year that things are looking up for the Buccaneers is the year that we might potentially not have a football season. But I don't even want to focus on all of that real world stuff right now. Right now, I want to look at Phillip Rivers out of the shotgun. Another screen to Marlon Mack, and they lose even more yardage. That was the stupidest play call I've ever seen.
That must have been a loss of 10 on that one. Devin White, yeah. Okay, good job, pal.
1 reception, negative 10 yards for Marlon Mack. It'll bring up 3rd and 35. I believe I saw correctly.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Cool. Hey, lower Phillip Rivers passing yard numbers. We'll take that every day of the week.
Dropping back, fires over the middle as his man, the tight end. That doesn't get a whole lot going right there.
That might have knocked him out of field goal range.
I hope it did.
Ooh, maybe. They're going to go for it.
I bet you they're going to get it, too.
They are going to go for it. I know speaking of sports and reporting to training camps and everything, the Rays reported to training camp
Look at this.
Jeez. The Rays reported to training camp on, I believe, the 1st or 2nd, and their season actually starts July 26th, I believe.
Good for them, man. I hope they openly... I hope that we have sports in some capacity. I don't feel super hopeful about the NFL right now. The NBA is still kind of a toss-up, but I hope they can make it happen.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
1st and 10 now. Brady under center from the single back position.
Let's see what
running back is TJ Logan.
Short.
3-step drop. Fires to Chris Godwin, who connects and moves the chains.
I think that last drive was a turning point.
I really hope it was. If the Buccaneers can get some points right here and get one more defensive stop, or God forbid a turnover, then maybe we can get back into this game. But 1 minute left before halftime. This is prime Brady right here with time expiring. He passes it to Rob Gronkowski, who picks up a couple of yards, and another timeout taken by Tampa Bay.
Don't know if I agree with taking a timeout there. I might have just ran a play.
2nd and 6 now. Brady out of the shotgun, fires to the left side. Downfield has Mike Evans, but kind of throws it behind him. I don't think Mike Evans was paying attention to where he was at.
No, he was actually running onto the Colts sideline there, and then he decided to turn around. So,
right,
unsure, but Brady, he's got time, but pressure's coming. He goes down.
You saw that coming from so far away. I don't know how he didn't let it go sooner. That was incredible that he just stood there and took that sack.
That was incredible. I'd figure you just throw it away, but Brady wanted to make a play, I guess. It's a Madden thing.
Yeah, really. Here's the punt from Bradley Pinion. He gets it up. They're going to return it from the 15-yard line, making a move, and a man misses T.Y. Hilton. Justin Evans is there to bring him down. He'll make it up to the 28-yard line. That is where the Colts will set up shop and look to get some points before the half, maybe. Here's Phillip Rivers out of the shotgun.
Really good punt from Bradley Pinion there. He's been pretty good.
Yeah, he's got a hell of a leg. He just needs to learn how to manage it sometimes.
That's right. We even tried lowering the sliders. So who knows? But let me see here. 2nd and 10 from the 28. They're just gonna hand it off, and
Marlon Mack.
He's got a hole. Thankfully, he took the wrong cut there. So there you have it.
This is going to be the last play of the half if they can get it off before the clock ends. Out of the shotgun is Phillip Rivers. He takes the snap. Mike taking the big shot here. He takes a shot downfield, connects with his tight end, and they move the chains, but it is all for nothing. That is going to wrap up the first half. Your score headed into the half. The Indianapolis Colts 16, your Tampa Bay Buccaneers 3. What a pitiful first half.
Let me see. One thing I do want to say, by the way, completely off topic, but I did just think of this. I'm really excited to have Keith Tandy as an assistant special teams coach.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I
love seeing the Tandy man in the NFL in any capacity,
especially since he's back with the Bucs, and he's kind of speaking of special teams, there's Jadon Mickens with a pretty decent return. He's kind of OG Bucs special team ace too.
Hell yeah, he was right around there at the genesis of when the Bucs special teams was at its peak. You had guys like Josh Robinson, Keith Tandy. That was when Ryan Smith was doing really well. So he's definitely among those names of what made that special teams unit so good for a while.
Yes.
TJ Logan, though, he's going to lose some yards on that one, 2nd and 12.
So I'm happy to have him on our coaching staff because I feel like the art of having a good punt gunner will stay alive and well. Because one of our former guys is back. As they handed off TJ Logan again, he's not going to get much.
Gets 2 yards back, 3rd and 10.
This offense has been struggling today. After a really good game versus Jacksonville, Tom Brady 3rd and 10.
Well, we just talked about how good. You look at Ali Marpet having some trouble. Look at that. Rob Gronkowski able to make the catch. Oh, I'm sorry. Chris Godwin able to move the catch. I was just all over the place on that play. Maybe it's the pizza I ate. Maybe it's the cookies. I don't know.
Who knows these days?
But 1st and 10 now for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers from midfield. Right off of the logo, Brady under center. He takes the snap. They'll hand it to TJ Logan, who finds a hole but doesn't get much going as he picks up 5 yards now. 2nd and 5 for Tampa Bay. Darius Leonard able to wrap up on that last tackle there. And this defense of Indianapolis has been stout, and that's what I'm going to blame it on. TJ Logan, though,
there's the offense.
A little bit of a hole. Come on, baby.
I
thought he had more going right there, but a good pickup right there to get down to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, Tampa
Bay. Hey, a quick question. When Peter Blake is writing on his notepad, what do you think he's writing? I've thought that for a very long time.
Whenever he's on his show and he writes something down.
Yeah, what's he writing?
I'm very curious. I did a few live shows with Peter Blake back when we were with Bucs Report, and I would watch him during the game write down on his clipboard, his piece of paper, and they would mostly be topics with his topics that he was going to cover for the show. But I'm very curious what he does write down. Maybe it's his response. Maybe he needs to write it down before he can formulate it into words. But here goes Brady, now finds a man over the middle. I thought he had some room to get up and go, and TJ Logan could not make it happen. Only picks up 2 yards. That'll bring up 4th down. Are they in field goal range, though? They definitely should be.
They are. I'm not saying it is a mean thing. I'm genuinely curious because I see him when somebody's talking. He will be writing as somebody is talking. It's like, what is he writing? I want to know.
I'm very curious.
Yeah.
Not a lot of room left on that paper, but Matt Gay able to nail that field goal, by the way, to bring this back to a 10-point deficit. 16-6 your score in the 3rd quarter.
You know, I had to throw in some random stuff, man, okay?
I truly appreciate it.
It's a Madden thing.
This is not a game worth talking about at this point.
Pretty dry right now, yeah. 16-6. Oh, and
another injury.
That's another receiver, too. They cannot have a lot of wide receivers left.
I keep thinking 82 is their tight end, but no, 82 is definitely their wide receiver if he's taking kick returns.
I definitely want to see. That's Bruce Ellington who's hurt. He is grabbing his leg. Real quick, who do they have left? Bruce Ellington's out for a quarter. Zach Pascal is to be determined, and they have 2 wide receivers on the injured reserve.
So they've got T.Y. Hilton and all their primetime players.
I think that it's just T.Y. Hilton and Rashad Matthews and
Connor Zara says he's adding
Campbell.
Names to his enemy list.
That, yeah, it's not a Buccaneers list. It's a hit list.
Hope we're not on there.
Oh, I'm sure we're fine. I love Peter Blake. He's absolutely amazing.
1st and 10 now for the Colts. Phillip Rivers under center. He's going to take the snap, drops back, drop, fires over the middle and in and out of the hands.
Levante, that could have been a momentum swinger right there. Come on.
2nd and 10 now for Phillip Rivers. Definitely hasn't been as on point, but he's able to make the critical connection there. T.Y. Hilton, one of the fastest men in the league, is able to rumble his way down to the 41-yard line. That'll move the chains. 1st and 10, Indianapolis.
I'm waiting for the day when 1st and 10, it's the opposing team, but 1st and 10, Tampa, and then I accidentally say Bay and we just ruin it.
Oh.
I'm waiting because I know I'm going to mess up one day and do that.
Breaking news, we have got the most recent Kevin injury report. Kevin, we're going to go to the sidelines. The injury report reads, player grabs his thigh, and the injury report says somewhere that isn't supposed to be injured is now hurt.
Solid. Feel like could have been a little bit better.
Yeah.
But solid, Kevin. Solid. Keeping the streak alive.
I'll give him a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, I can appreciate that. As we're going to see
Second
another run here. Lord.
Wow,
Marlon.
Carlton Davis able to make that tackle, but I thought he was going to get bowled over.
With the way our tackling has been, Red, I thought the same thing.
3rd and 8 now. Can the Buccaneers get a stop on 3rd down? No, they cannot. They might even give up the touchdown as Doyle is able to make the reception into the red zone. It'll be 1st and goal, Indianapolis.
With no wide receivers besides T.Y. Hilton, Phillip Rivers finds a way.
I mean, Jack Doyle getting all they need. Phillip Rivers fighting over the middle and has Doyle for the touchdown. That's going to put this game out of reach, if you want me honest. I don't expect the Bucs to make enough stops to get back into this game. There is still plenty of time left to be played, but I don't know, man.
I'm telling you, the missed interception by Levante David was a huge one there. If he would have gotten that, might have returned it for a pick 6. It would have at least given him the Bucs a field goal range there. So we'll see what Jadon Mickens can do on the kickoff, and nothing going. Really, this team has just been flat all around.
Yeah, there hasn't been any bright spots. I can't say anybody on the defense has stepped up today. You take a look at it right there, 102 total yards on the day for the Bucs, 46 of those on the ground. Here's Tom Brady almost throwing a pick 6.
68 yards in 2.5 quarters about. That's tough.
56 passing yards.
Yeah, that is tough, man.
2nd and 10 now for Brady off of the 25. He fires to the left side. Cannot connect with Mike Evans right there, who had a monster game last week, but this week he just cannot make it happen. 7 for 14 now on the day is Brady. 3rd and 10 from the 25. Takes the snap out of the shotgun, fires way downfield, and overthrows his wide receiver. That'll be 3 and out for the Bucs. A familiar sight, and they had the ball for what seemed like 20 seconds.
Yes. Yes. They literally had it for maybe 20 seconds. Let me see here.
Kevin said he's trying. He's not a Washington football team fan, so I don't know what excessive injuries are like.
That's accurate. Yes, that is very accurate. Let me see here.
Bradley Pinion with the punt from the 11-yard line. He sends it flying over the head of the returner. Can he get a good bounce? Yes, he does. Buccaneers will ground it inside the 5.
That could be the momentum changer there. You know?
It could, but I don't know if I have that much faith. Unless they can make something happen and get off the field quickly. Phillip Rivers has been doing mostly whatever he wants to this Tampa Bay defense, but it looks like they're going to rush 5, and they do. They hand it up the middle. Doesn't matter. Still get some positive yardage as Marlon Mack.
Incredible.
2nd and 3.
Incredible. Hey, we're tied in rushing yards pretty much, so there you have that.
Yeah, I guess so, but 56 yards. There's Jason Pierre-Paul could have made a play right there.
He still will!
He still can! Safety in the end zone. The Bucs get some points on the board that are not a field goal, and what a weird score. 23-8 now your score. Jason Pierre-Paul, very clutch right there. Love to see that.
Wow, you do love to see that. Here comes, I believe that's Jadon Mickens there on the return. Getting nothing. But still, 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line, 23-8. Two-score game. They can do this here.
1st and 10 for Brady out of the shotgun on the 31-yard line. Hands it to T.J. Logan, who doesn't get very much right there. 3 yards.
I'm a little confused about running the ball here whenever you need some points up on the board. But you know what? We're not going to hate him for it. Oh, the run's working out a little bit here.
I guess it is, but we really just have to see what happens here on 3rd and short if the Bucs can convert. Brady out of the shotgun passing, fires over the middle and connects with Chris Godwin, who moves the chains for what seems like the first Bucs first down all day. But 3 receptions, 52 yards on the day for Chris Godwin. You love to see it. 1st down, Tampa
Bay, and we're going to go right back to running. Oh, Gronk, what are you doing? And T.J. Logan's hurt on the play. Oh, no. We didn't get to see the reaction there. Darn shame. But T.J. Logan's hurt on the play.
Here comes Brady out of the shotgun. Got to focus on the next play. Dumps it to Ronald Jones, who picks up a couple of yards and is pushed out of bounds. It's not going to do very much. 3rd and 10. He actually just got to the line of scrimmage. Didn't pick up any positive yardage.
Oh, man. 3rd and 10 from the 39. Brady's got some time. He's going to throw it downfield. Oh, in the direction of Godwin. You know what? I would have taken that shot too, though, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, you don't blame him. You like to see him take shots. That one was at least a little bit more accurate than what we've seen from him before. But they're going to send out the field goal unit from midfield. Does it have the leg?
He doinked it off the upright. He had the length. I need to see how far. It was a 56-yarder. Rhett, you're quiet.
I'm just going through the motions over here. Here come the Colts again. Phillip Rivers has all day and fires to the left side. He'll throw out of bounds. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 now for Indianapolis. Yes, Watson Witness in the live chat. Buccaneers are currently 9-3 after this game. It looks like they will be 9-4 if they cannot make something happen. Jack Doyle with another reception right there. He's having a monster day. That'll bring up 3rd and 1 now.
Can't believe he doinked it off the upright.
I can't believe it either, man.
That's so upsetting. Here comes a blitz. It's countered by a short out to Jack Doyle. But you can't blame the Bucs for trying there. I mean, they did try to blitz there, but darn it. Phillip Rivers is carving us apart.
Absolutely. 84 yards, by the way, on the day for Jack Doyle. They're going to hand it up the middle to Hines, and he gets a couple of yards, 2 yards right there.
Sue was there, so not terrible. That will take us to the fourth quarter. It is not looking great. It's a 15-point game here. It'd probably be more. It'd probably be an 18-point game at least if they make a field goal. So they send the pressure and just Jack Doyle, man.
Okay. Bucs have no answer for Jack Doyle. And I mean, Phillip Rivers has been hitting his mark all day. 29 for 36, you just saw. So he has been accurate as hell.
Jack Doyle, 89 yards. Ooh, William Golston on the play there.
Nice to see a little bit of backwards momentum there. He makes the big stop on 3rd down. They're going to send out the field goal unit and make this an 18-point game.
Wow. TJ Logan, injury report. TJ Logan gets hurt. Injury report, strained hip after colliding with a giant bear named Gronk. That's accurate.
Gronk just messed up his blocking on that play. That was mostly his fault. I'm blaming him.
That's right. It is a 18-point game now. Why does Madden think our defense is so bad? Good question. Good question. But 10 minutes, 44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's tough. It's an 18-point game, 3-score game. Oh, it's tough. Tough scene right now, man. Tough scene. Yeah. You would imagine Brady's going to pass it a ton here, and he will. There's Gronk, who gets a big move there.
Yeah, you love to see that move of the chains, 1st down. And I believe that gets Brady over 100 passing yards on the day, but it's almost too little too late. Out of the shotgun here, 1st and 10 from the 47. Brady looking to throw again, finds Ronald Jones, who cannot make the catch. That'll fall incomplete and bring up 2nd and 10 now from the 47. Out of the shotgun is Tom Brady. Ronald Jones, his running back to the left-hand side. He takes the snap, fires over the middle, finds Rob Gronkowski, who is able to reel it in. Doesn't move the chains, though. He'll pick up 7 yards. 3rd and 3. Let's see what happens here.
They need a touchdown here. I mean, they need at least 6 points here. You know?
You have to come away with points right here. You really do if you have any hope. And Mike Evans able to hang on to the ball right there. He'll move the chains. 1st and 10, Tampa.
I thought they were not going to give him that for a second. I was a little concerned.
Well, after they gave us that touchdown in the last game, I guess they needed a measure of revenge. Here's Brady. Pressure coming, fires to the left side, finds his man. That's Ronald Jones, who tries to make a move, but only gets 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 7 now for the Bucs on the 35-yard line. Brady out of the shotgun, and I believe that's Dario Ogunbowale in the football game, if I see correctly.
It is. We haven't seen him since the first half of the season. Brady's going to pass it. That's going to be caught by Chris Godwin for a 1st down. Thanks, Brady. Thanks for doing
First drive of the day, we've seen this offense get multiple 1st downs. Let's see if they can translate into some points here as they desperately need them. Time running out.
Oh, and Tyler Johnson is hurt on the play. That will stop the clock as another injury happens. Interesting. Maybe Tyler...
Out of the shotgun now on 2nd and 5 from the 21-yard line. Brady sends his running back out in motion.
You know, maybe
he'll take the snap.
You know, maybe maybe Tyler Johnson took a dive on purpose. You know, to stop the clock, because it didn't take a timeout.
That is very true, but under 7 minutes now ticks the clock. 1st and 10 for the Bucs on the 15 in the red zone for what seems like the first time today. And you've got a man open.
That's
James Mickens. Can he get in the end zone? Yes, he can. Fire the cannons. Touchdown, Tampa.
Bay, that's wow. I couldn't have asked for anything else, really. They're gonna kick the
Nice
extra.
little connection there.
They're gonna kick the extra point. It's still gonna be an 11-point game. It's still gonna be an 11-point game, but you know what? Just a little under 7 minutes left. Jeez, they needed that.
Would have been nice to see that field goal by Matt Gay a little bit earlier to make this a one-score game, but it will remain a two-possession game, as you brought up. 26-15, your score, as the Colts will field it from their own 5-yard line and bring it up to the 25.
How good was Booger McFarland on the Bucs playing? I mean, he wasn't terrible. He was fine.
Pretty good.
Yeah, he was fine.
Pretty good. Here comes Phillip Rivers on 1st and 10 from his own 25-yard line. They're probably, I would expect, to look to run the ball and waste some clock, but if they can just pass all over us, then why the hell would they not do that? T.Y. Hilton able to move the chains there, 1st down, Indianapolis.
Bold of him to get out of bounds.
Yeah, right?
So,
really?
Very interesting. A sack here would be huge if there was ever a time for Anthony Nelson to come alive. I will say, Phillip Rivers is getting the ball out of his hands very quickly.
Absolutely. The Bucs pass rush just has not had a chance to get there. The only time they did was when they gave up that safety earlier in the game. But let's see what happens right here. 2nd and 6 now for the Colts. They're going to hand it off to Marlon Mack. He's eaten up in the backfield, and I believe he'll lose a yard on that play. 3rd and 6 now.
I'm scared. I'm scared,
really.
But let's see what happens.
Phillip Rivers out of the shotgun. Bucs are going to rush 4. Let's see if anyone can get there. All day has Rivers. He finds a man to the left side, and he steps out of bounds.
Ooh.
I don't know if he got that.
They're not going to give it to him. Wow.
Lucky break for the Bucs right there. Still a little bit of time on the clock. It was good for them to get the defense off, but it would have been better if they were able to get them off the field a little bit sooner. 4.5 minutes left to work with, a 2-score deficit. And took a look at the stats right there. Caught a glimpse. Brady really bringing it around the second half of this game. So let's see what he can do right here from his own 20-yard line. Takes the snap, fires to the left side, finds rookie Jadon Mickens, and I believe they gave him that. That'll be a 7-yard gain.
He's putting in the work, man. Jadon's like, you know what? Okay. Nobody else stepping up. I'll do it. Let's go.
Love to see it. Out of the shotgun, Brady throws to his right side and cannot connect with Chris Godwin. I think he just threw it away.
I'm not sure who that was to, actually.
Yeah, really. 3rd and 3 now. It seems like it's already 3rd down. Here come the Bucs out of the shotgun.
Throwing it deep for Mike
downfield.
Evans. That's incomplete. They would go for it here, I imagine.
I think you have to at this point.
Oh, and they are.
Here comes Brady under center on 4th and 3 from the 27. Game on the line right here. Drops back, fires to Gronk, who has the reception. You love to see it. Breaking tackles. Rumbles his way down to the 41-yard line. 1st and 10, Tampa.
Bay, they gotta hurry. Just a little under 4 minutes here. That 2-minute warning's coming. If they can score before that 2-minute warning, I think they're in business here. And there's Ronald Jones!
Nice reception.
Are you
baby.
kidding me?
Can he go the distance? He will get down inside the 5-yard line. He stopped at the 1. But what a play from Ronald Jones. That's exactly what you could have asked for right there.
That's right. Just a little, right at 3 minutes now at the 1-yard line, 1st and goal. And that's, who's that out there? Is that rookie Keyshawn Vaughn? Maybe so.
Yes, it is. Number 30 on the left side. Need to get the snap off. Brady does. Fires over the middle and has his man. That is O.J. Howard, who is in for his 2nd touchdown in 2 weeks. He gets the Buccaneers back on the board, and if they can nail the field goal, this is a 4-point game. Things just got interesting.
Matter of fact, they're going for 2. They want to say, you know what, we'll take a field goal to tie it. Chris Godwin in motion.
I don't know if this is going to pay off here.
He's going to pass it. They're going to... Oh, no, they're not going to get it!
I don't know how Chris Godwin let that go.
In and out of the hands of Chris Godwin. Well, I will say, the 2-minute warning is still there.
It is.
3 timeouts. I'm a little worried about this defense if I am being 100% honest.
Well, at this point, if they get a field goal, game's pretty much over.
You would imagine so. At that point, it would be an 8-point game. That's tough. Let's see what happens here. That was phenomenal by Ronald Jones. I thought for sure he was going to score.
Would have been nice if he stepped out of bounds or scored, so you had a little bit more time on the clock. But here's Marlon Mack making a run that matters. He picks up 5 yards there. It'll bring up 2nd and 5 for Indianapolis.
And it looks like that won't take him to the 2-minute warning just yet, as they're going to hand it off again. Big hole. And that'll... Oh, but an injury timeout. Marlon Mack is hurt, grabbing at his knee. So we still have the 2-minute warning, Rhett.
We do still have the 2-minute warning, but it is first down. If they can move the chains one more time, I hate to say it, I think this game might be over. They're going to hand it off to their
Devin
backup
White
Hines, who
took a bad angle there.
he still had some room to run. He picks up 7 yards, nothing to sneeze at.
Yikes. This isn't
Out
looking...
of the shotgun. From midfield, out of the shotgun, Phillip Rivers fires, and he finds T.Y. Hilton. They're going to move the chains and take a timeout. Will be the Bucs. I think that might just do it.
Yeah, you would imagine that's the game here. T.Y. Hilton, 117 receiving yards. Wow. Disappointing. They're going to throw it to T.Y. Hilton still. Okay. I got a first down anyway. This game's over. Bold. Phillip Rivers is just piling it on. You know this was definitely a Phillip Rivers thing, too, where he just wanted to pile it on just because of his competitiveness, I imagine. A chance to beat Brady. I mean, hey, you pack on the points, I guess.
Yeah, right.
As they hand it off and just, yep, another first down. That'll be all she wrote. So a heroic effort in the end, but like what you said earlier, way too late, rather.
This was a sloppy game by the Bucs. I think they went in, and I don't know if maybe they underestimated Indianapolis, but this was just a very complete football team from top to bottom, and I don't think they were ready for that. Again, a valiant effort, and to be frank, the Bucs wouldn't even really be in this game if it weren't for that safety earlier from Jason Pierre-Paul, but they're going to take a knee right here to end the game, and the Buccaneers will fall to 9-4 on the season.
Sad times. Already better than any season the Bucs have had since 2005. Yes, accurate, but it is unfortunate to get a game like this where you did have a chance and you just couldn't get it done.
It's just too little too late. You know, you can't come in and expect to win the game the way that they did in that first half. Brady definitely came back around the second half, but just that's the theme from it. Too little too late.
We were worried about that defense there, and Phillip Rivers carved us up. He had 328 yards, 2 touchdowns on 41 attempts. Brady, yeah, his numbers don't look terrible. 235 yards, 2 touchdowns, but when you consider when he got those yards...
He got pretty much all of them in the second half.
That's right. Ronald Jones, Chris Godwin lead the way in receiving yards. Scotty Miller had a 30-yard catch. No sign of Mike Evans, man. That was tough.
It's a shame, especially after he had as big of a week as he did last week. But, you know, it happens. I think this is a Colts team that came in prepared. They knew what they needed to focus on, and they did a good job of shutting down what made that Bucs offense so potent the week before. So they were just the better team.
That's right. And Anthony Nelson did not get a sack this game. First one in a while. Also, I do want to say Matt Gay missing that field goal was also pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, it really was. That was a huge momentum shifter that could have made this game a little bit more interesting down the stretch. But Jeremy Mixon in the live chat says, what are all the teams that we have lost to? Well, we got swept by New Orleans. We just lost to Indianapolis. And the other team
was the Rams, the Los Angeles Rams.
We did lose to the Rams. That was an ugly game. Jared Goff had probably the best game of his career against the Buccaneers.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I do want to see what's up with the injury report. Will TJ Logan be back? He will. So there you have that. So TJ Logan will be ready for this.
Was that MJ Stewart who was on there?
No, I believe it was Kendall Beckwith. Yeah, Kendall Beckwith.
Oh, that was Orion
Stewart.
Orion Stewart. Orion?
I think so.
I thought it was Darian Stewart. Okay.
No, Darian Stewart was the safety we had brought in from the Broncos.
Gotcha. So that's who I was thinking that was. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So, yeah. We won 1. We lost 1. The Saints are undefeated.
13-0. I don't think they're going to lose at all this season.
I don't think they
will.
will.
The Buccaneers fall down to the 6th seed. You hate to see it. Where do they stack up in the NFC South, though?
4th seed.
Are they still 2nd place?
So the Packers already have 1 wild card spot.
4th seed. My bad.
Yeah, so we're the 4th seed.
I just saw rank 6, and I immediately thought 6th seed.
So the Lions and Packers, one of them's going to win the division. They both.
Hold on, Kevin. Breaking news. We have a Kevin injury update. We totally forgot it, and I need to give him credit for this. Tyler Johnson grabbed his back in the injury report that came out. Let me see. Hold on. The injury report that came out was a psychological trauma caused by fear of dropping passes and getting slapped by Bruce Arians.
Yeah, I believe it. Bucs are the 5th seed, actually, because, well, no, the 6th seed? No, the 5th seed, yes. Because the Seahawks won the division, so they're automatically the 4th seed. I believe. Or
Oh.
third or fourth seed. But I will tell you this. If people are worried about us making the playoffs, I feel like if we win one more game, we're in. Because we're 2 games ahead of both the Eagles. Well, we're 2 games ahead of the Eagles right now, period. And they're the only team that's battling with us for a wild card spot right now because the Seahawks, they're battling for winning the division.
Yeah.
So it definitely looks like our playoff spot is pretty much secured. It's just all we're not gonna win the division. That's
We're
actually
gonna beat the Lions. Let me say that right now. We're gonna beat the damn Lions.
well, they're 11-2.
Oh, god damn it! Of course they are.
They're 11-2. They have scored 400 points, which is the second most behind the Saints for the NFC, and they've only given up 240, which is the least amount in the entire NFC.
Wow, that's great. I'm really looking forward to that then.
So very interesting. But I will say this: with our loss and the Saints win, they have won the division, so they have won the NFC North here. But very interesting.
NFC South.
NFC South. Did I say North? It's because I was
Yeah,
thinking
you did.
about the Lions. But Brady, you know what? His numbers ain't looking bad. 20 touchdowns, 8 picks, 3,309 yards. Not the worst we've ever seen, correct?
Yeah, I guess.
You sound down.
I am down. The Bucs just shouldn't have lost that game. I really thought they were the better team coming into it, and the way that they really rallied at the second half proves to me that they could have been playing like that in the first half, and it just makes me mad.
Do you see what I'm looking at?
Matthew Stafford throwing for 34 touchdowns and 2 interceptions.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Even David Blow got in there to throw 2 touchdowns. That's
2 touchdowns on 3 passing attempts. Good lord.
Who has 12 Danny Amendola with 12 touchdowns. Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah, this is a pretty complete Lions team, apparently. Who would have thought?
What about their defense? Not great in overall sack numbers, but not...
Trey Flowers and Jamie Collins are going to get it done. Jeff Okuda is probably going to get it done.
Wow.
Jermaine Kearse. That wasn't Jermaine Kearse.
No, that was not Jermaine Kearse.
Yeah, Jermaine Kearse has been retired for years.
Let me see. Who are you looking at? That's Jaron Kearse.
Jaron Kearse, yeah, my fault.
You're all good. I need to see something real quick. We're going to take a look at some of the league leaders here before we end off this live stream.
Yeah, I wanted to actually remind you, we got some people in the live chat saying, let's take a look at who's leading in receiving, and then we'll go down the list and see where else everybody's at as well.
So for passing yards, it's Sam Darnold right now with 3,737. Who's attempted the most passes? It's going to be Drew Brees. Tom Brady's still in there, coming in at 4th place. Not terrible, I guess. Most touchdowns, it's Brees and Stafford tied. Deshaun Watson there as well. Look at the years Stafford's having, though.
Right?
That's incredible. Look at Baker Mayfield, 31 touchdowns, 7 picks. Deshaun Watson, 32 touchdowns, 9 picks. I just love all of these great quarterback stats. I feel like this is not the most accurate thing.
Yeah, I refuse to believe that Patrick Mahomes is not a top 10 quarterback at any time in the league.
I mean, Joe Burrow, 25 touchdowns, 6 picks. I mean,
he's going to have more.
These guys are throwing for tons of touchdowns, man. Trubisky, 22 touchdowns, 7 picks. I mean, Gardner Minshew's a little bit accurate, 20 touchdowns, 15 picks. But, yeah, very interesting. Jordan Love's been playing for the Packers?
Let's take a look at the receivers whenever you can. But Jordan Love having a good year.
I want to take a look at the Green Bay Packers, because why is Aaron Rodgers not playing?
Maybe he got injured?
He might have. I definitely want to check up on that one. Packers, he's not on the injury report. We're going to go take a little look-see at this.
Wow.
Just for a moment. That's interesting. Packers, no, Rodgers is back. I guess he was just out for a certain chunk of time, I imagine. Very interesting. So we're going to go look at receiving real quick. One thing I do want to make a note of, though, is I do want to take a look at rushing. It's Ezekiel Elliott's world, and we're all living in it. He has over 50 more rushes than the next guy, Saquon Barkley. So, and Tom Brady has the lowest amount of rushing yards with -10, and followed by Mike Evans.
That means he's taken the most knees to close the game out.
That's right. I want to see who's the most sacked quarterback in the NFL. Matthew Stafford has only been sacked 13 times.
I refuse to believe that shit.
Brock Osweiler 43 times, Goff 40, Trubisky 40, 38 for Matt Ryan there. Where is Tom Brady? Only sacked 27 times.
That's pretty good for this point in the season, honestly. I know we've given this offensive line a lot of slack, but it is pretty good to see that Tom Brady isn't getting his ass kicked week in and week out.
That's right. And here we have Stephon Diggs, who's already at 1,000 yards, 3 touchdowns. Julio Jones is on his way. D.D. Westbrook, Odell Beckham. Debo Samuel going to get 1,000 yards probably. That's interesting. Tyler Boyd. Pierre Garçon for the Green Bay Packers out of nowhere. Okay. Couple of guys.
Kenny Galladay still up in that conversation as well. There's a lot of guys up there surprising this year.
Oh, there's the guy who just killed us, Jack Doyle. Good for him.
Yeah, he pretty much got the last 110 yards of that against the Bucs.
He really did. And there's Gronk. Gronk's doing okay in terms of yardage. Again, those touchdowns need to be better. There's
I gotta believe after these last 2 weeks, Anthony Nelson has fallen down in the pecking order, the sack leaders.
Yeah, we definitely got to check on that. Who's giving up the most sacks? It is... Well, Tristan Wirfs is up there. He's in the top 10. Most tackles in the NFL right now goes to Levante David, followed by Devin White coming in third. Shaq Thompson's in the middle of both of them. Not bad.
Best linebacker duo in the NFL for a reason. That's all I needed to see.
You would say so, man. And has he fallen? Let's see. How many sacks is Anthony Nelson at? 11 and a half. They're not showing it, but that would still put him at 4th place right now.
Yeah, right. He's a top 5 pass rusher.
Yeah, so he's right there with he's a half sack away from Khalil Mack.
Go down a little bit. Did I just see that Aqib Talib is one of the sack leaders?
No, I was on interception numbers.
Page.
Yes,
all right. I was like, good God Almighty.
Aqib Talib has 4 interceptions for the Seahawks apparently. So very interesting. No sacks for Aqib Talib. Yeah, very interesting stuff. In terms of making field goals, Matt Gay has made the most, but he's definitely attempted the most by 7. So we got to start converting some of those field goals into touchdowns, man. That's a fact. 80% field goal percentage is not very good.
Yeah. Especially if you look at Will Lutz with 83. So I mean, I didn't see a lot of people doing much better.
That's true. Bradley Pinion here, second most punts in the NFL right now. How many punts is he at in the 29? That'll put him up there in the top 6, 7 guys.
Pretty good year for the People's Champ. Yeah, needs some more good bounces, but he's doing what he can.
He does need a couple more good bounces, but overall, not terrible. And then, of course, kick returning. Hey, Jadon Mickens, he got to 1,000.
Number 1, baby.
But 41 kick returns. Yeah. Punt returning, not been much going on. No. Very interesting. So, yeah, that's kind of who's leading right now. Apparently, Matthew Stafford, the guy who we're about to play, not tonight in the next live stream, he's just an absolute beast.
Yeah, really. Buccaneers have 3 more games on the schedule. And I'll be honest with you guys, they have to come away winning at least one of these if they want to make a run at the playoffs. I expect them to go 2-1 over this last stretch. I don't know if they'll beat the Lions, but I'm fairly confident they can beat the Texans and then wrap things up with a W against the Falcons. What are your last-minute predictions, James?
I do. So taking a look at the Lions here, I mean, Jesus.
Yeah.
They have, oh my God, 49-3 versus Washington. Holy crap. Yeah, they're a really good team. They've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've won 6 in a row.
Yep.
That's going to be a tough game. Taking a look next at the Texans, who have been seemingly pretty up and down. Yeah, they're definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 losses. So I think they're 6-6-1 around there, maybe 7-6-1. It seems like we could maybe get a hold on them, although Deshaun Watson, he's having a pretty decent year, but I still think that our chances of beating them are relatively high. And then finally the Falcons. I mean, they've lost 5 straight. And
yeah, that sucks because they were definitely contending for the division up before that point.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Before then, they were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They were 6-2 at the bye week, and then they came out of the bye week, much like actually what happened in real life, and then they just completely fell apart.
Yeah, really.
5 straight losses, not bad. Kevin's saying we're gonna finish 11-5 and make the playoffs. Could very well happen. Never forget this.
I agree with you, Kevin.
Never forget this game. where Tom Brady just went insane and won us the game in the fourth quarter. That was phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
I would like to think that we're going to win these two out of these 3 games.
Yeah, me too. I think the Bucs are going to be in good shape for a good run at the playoffs, and if they're not, then all for lost, and Brady needs to retire.
Yeah, and then he'll retire, and me and you can work in the off season to figure out what we want to do. There's
Oh man,
the worst running
greatest
back.
running back in Bucs history.
That's right. That's right. Sorry, I meant to say the best running back, not the worst.
Caleb on Chase on a free agent.
Yeah.
Did I just see that correctly?
Yes.
Wow, very surprising.
Yeah, it's a Madden thing.
It's a Madden thing.
Just taking a look at some of these contracts. I mean, we're probably not going to bring back Sue. We may do you want to franchise tag Gronk potentially? He's pretty valuable. We'll put a cap in that and kind of wait on that. Shaq Barrett, I mean, honestly, I don't know. I kind of want to start Shaq Barrett for the last couple of games just to see if he can do anything to make it worth it. Because I feel like we haven't been getting a ton out of Jason Pierre-Paul. What are your thoughts?
Jason Pierre-Paul has been really, really good in the run defense, but I would like to see a little bit more out of Shaq Barrett. So I think if you throw him where JPP's at, we could always see what happens.
Yeah, I agree. We're definitely going to try that. I mean, and honestly, hey, Anthony Nelson might have been playing better with Shaq Barrett as opposed to, Jason Pierre-Paul. And we only care about Anthony Nelson here, so...
Yeah, right. Yeah, apparently
everybody else is just kind of an afterthought at this point, okay? Because we gotta bend and move with the vibe here, man. I was gonna look at something else. We were looking at contract negotiations, so yeah, Joe Haig, we'll put a cap in that one. Mazzy Wilkins, not for that much money, pal. I mean, he wants a 3-year deal. We're not gonna give him that deal, and then we have some other interesting guys here as well. Blaine Gabbert's going to need a contract. He wants a 3-year deal. I mean, honestly, we kind of got all of our big contracts out of the way for the most part. I feel pretty confident moving forward. I think so. We do have to save some money to re-sign Chris Godwin because that's going to be huge. That's going to be huge. But one thing I do want to say to the 27 people in here, 2 things. One, for content coming on the channel. One, we will be back here with another Madden live stream, possibly tomorrow, depending on how things go, depending on how the schedule opens up. We will see. Rhett, are you down for that?
Absolutely. Yeah, I will. I'll figure out what I've got going on tomorrow. I know I got some errands I got to run, but I can always send you a quick text and we'll iron out a good time. But I think tomorrow we could probably have time to fit in 1 or 2 more games.
Beautiful. And that's the first thing. Second thing, will it be at the same time? No, it'll probably be earlier in the day if we can get around to doing it. But the second thing is 2 projects I have coming up. One of them I'm going to tell you about. One of them is a secret. So the first one, Bucs Misery History Series, will be coming back pretty darn soon. Just so get excited for that. For those of you who haven't seen it, go check out the first couple of episodes to get kind of a feel for what the series is about. It's a lot of fun. Second project, it's a secret, but I will tell you a special project is coming soon. So it's going to be awesome. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this live stream. Rhett, any final words?
Just want to remind you guys to go check out the Cannon Fire podcast. You can see the beautiful logo behind my head the entire night. So make sure you go check us out here on YouTube and anywhere you listen to a podcast. We actually just released an episode today, and it is called The Case for Josh Rosen. A lot of people might want to dismiss it very quickly because it's easy to write off Josh Rosen as a bust, but my good co-host and good friend of mine, Mr. Evan Wanish, aka Bucs.wave, he jumped on there and he is convincing people that Josh Rosen might be in the Buccaneers cards for a replacement for Tom Brady 2 years from now. I don't know, but make sure you go listen to that and check it out. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, I promise I will follow you back. You can go check that out at Rhettakus, RHETTAKUS. Again, I pinky promise, if you follow me, I'll follow you back.
And there you go. And by the way, seriously, go check out the Cannon Fire podcast. Just all you have to do is Google it. I'm going to be watching the latest episode. Third member, so kind of have to.
Right. Very third member right here.
Kind of have to for the brand at this point, but and it's a great show. But yeah, go check it out. Honestly, when I saw your thumbnail, Rhett, I thought it was. I kid you not, I thought it was Pewter Report for a second. I was like, oh, Pewter Report did an article on Josh Rosen. That's cool. And then I looked, I was like, oh, no, Rhett did this. I was like, sweet, cool. But
I've really been trying to step up our thumbnail game these past few episodes, so that's always much appreciated. Thank you, sir.
you are welcome. And by the way, the cooking show is not the secret. It's genuinely nothing you guys have ever seen on this channel before. And I don't think you guys have probably ever seen a Buccaneers anything do before. It is Buccaneers based, I will say that, but I guarantee you it's content you've never seen before involving the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So it will,
Man, now you're getting me excited.
so it will be fun. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. I will see you in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.